had like humanoid toads.
Are you thinking of the Mario Brothers live action?
No, it was another '80s movie.
Let's see if it freaking saved.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, it's saved. I got my profile picture now.
I don't remember exactly where we left off.
The battle had just ended.
After combat. The Jolly Green, what the fuck?
I think I'm still sleeping.
I don't want to try to make them all blue and shit. Maybe I'll save that for next time.
Well, I think I need to refresh my page or something because I'm seeing nothing.
Yeah, it does not automatically update. You have to refresh, which is what I did.
Refresh.
Large. You need to be holding a weapon, like seriously.
I feel like I need to donate to the Patreon of Seafoot Games right now.
I'm taking that weapon from the kids in that bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, thanks, Azure. That does bring it up to at least 3%.
Yeah.
He looks like, you know that picture of the pug you have where it's like just a terrified pug with violin?
Wait, are we not on roll
I don't
20
have
this
that
time?
anymore.
Because I'm not seeing any.
No, we're on roll 20.
Okay.
20.
You thought that was his final form? No. It's a trio.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh. Not gonna lie, I feel like I need a salt shaker set.
I was gonna say, Azure, I think you just made me accidentally grow an ovary for a second.
It's a trio.
It's too cute.
Now we know what happened to the Budweiser frogs.
I don't understand the joke. Is that from a commercial?
Yeah, there was 3 frogs. Budweiser used to have an ad, and the 3 frogs would just say Budweiser.
Oh, I do not remember that.
Wow, that was like very iconic.
It was.
I log out of all commercials.
It was their second most popular ad behind the Was Up commercial.
This was when basic cable was like the norm.
Basic cable.
I always had like a butthurt disdain for commercials. I never really paid attention.
Those frogs are one of those frogs are definitely a good bard image, right? That should be a bard.
Yeah, actually.
Roll with the guitar.
If I TKO you guys, you could just all become an all bard party.
No, we become all clerics and name ourselves the Amen.
I mean, we can all go like Dragonborn and call us Dragon Force.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna continue that just for the meme of it. Grognar literally came through the fire and the flames.
Ooh.
He kind of did.
I did indeed.
Can druids transform?
Yes,
Druids
they can.
can.
We could be
Dragon Force
transformers.
still together? Are they still making music?
I think
I have
so.
no idea.
Wait.
Different songs.
Wait.
Different band.
I have to find this out real quick. I gotta know something.
I'm just trying to find something to get started in a minute here.
Also, did you guys see D&D Beyond's freaking new roll thing? They have
Yeah.
roll in that now that nobody else can see.
It's super handy, and
That's
like
what I've
it
been
adds
using.
numbers for you and shit.
Is it possible for Warforged to be a druid? Because then we can really be Transformers.
I like it.
Turtle race?
There is a turtle race. My other character in my other campaign is a turtle druid, actually.
Ooh.
By the way,
There you
everyone
go.
got the notes opened up?
I have
I
him
looked
open.
at him a bit ago. I like how you called the dwarf a jerk.
Wait, I'm a jerk?
Not you, the
No.
blacksmith.
Okay. I was like, what have I done that's been like a jerk?
I will vouch for the dwarf. He is no jerk.
Wobble scored some candy after some failed exercise.
Wait, hold on. There's a detail missing here.
A what?
Yeah, my exercise really didn't work.
I like the Quispy Guagnar.
What the hell did you call the notes sheet? I keep getting it mixed up with my other one.
D&D strain times.
Thank you.
There we go. Detail fixed.
Was abandoned by his temporary adopted father.
Wait, what?
The guard that gave him candy.
Ooh,
Oh,
you guys didn't see the time today when I rolled a 6 for health, then a 1? Because I didn't want to have the 6, and then I rolled another 6, and then I rolled another 1, and then I ended up getting a 3.
basically the system told you, no, what are you doing? Stop, go back.
Pretty much.
Okay, is everybody ready, or do you guys need a second?
I'm
Right.
good.
I'm
I'm
ready.
good.
Okay, so who wants to do session recap?
I did last week's recap. Someone else want to take it?
I was sleeping and there was a fight.
I got this. Last time, our intrepid heroes made it to the city they sought.
Dragon Ball Z time, motherfucker.
Yep. Unfortunately, the captain of the guard was in a meeting. The party split up for their menial tasks. The goat that had been traveling with their party for a full day was indeed sold for 11 gold. Also, a short sword looted off those goddamn bandits was sold as well. But they bought crossbow bolts, so all worked out in the end. We then found our heroes trapped at the bar, engaged in a round of drinks, when, out of nowhere, the guy came back and said that the captain was ready to meet them. Our intrepid heroes then followed him back to the captain when the town alarm rang, signaling a raid! Our heroes heroically dashed into action, dealing with the many faults and
the
many lizard men.
And the lizard man heroically made food.
Meanwhile, our charlatan is back at the bar. Are you cooking my berries? I've got them. Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Hey, I will have you know I rolled a 19 on cooking them, so at least I know they're edible.
Thank you, Chris. That was a very good recap.
Damn,
You
man.
have been nominated to now do it every time, just like
It really sets the mood.
My freaking candy exercise subplot got freaking Krillin and didn't even get mentioned, man.
Hey man, it's in the notes. It's fine.
It got
You could have
thrown.
also jumped in at any point.
Yeah, you guys can recap
It
however you
was a
want.
healthy adventure.
I kind of want us to have an anime outro now.
A mission for help.
Oh God.
Tune in next week for the exciting next conclusion of Strange Times.
Just sign off every stream like that. Everyone at Batflong's
Will our heroes meet their end?
Tune in
Okay,
next
so-
Then we need like heavy metal, like shitty heavy metal coming on after.
the one intro with a guitar. So, you guys find yourself back at the guardhouse. You guys had just finished the big engagement. There are corpses lying all over the place. There's a few guards wandering around trying to help collect stuff. There's a couple more running up into the room. First of all, what are you guys doing downstairs? We'll start there.
Well, I
Um,
think my character just
Ryan, are you
wants...
still asleep?
No, I'm awake now.
Okay. You
Thought that
wake
had
up to
ended.
basically...
I'm glad you got that power nap in.
It was really nice. I'm
Yeah,
feeling
you
pretty
wake
well,
up. You wake up basically to the sounds of. It seems like a fire smoldering in the distance, or not in the distance, but fairly nearby. There is some groaning, a few sounds of like, seems like things being dragged, and a little bit of yelling in the distance.
I feel like I've missed something. Walk outside.
It's entirely possible you missed something.
As you climb out of the shattered window and take a step onto the boxes, you see there's just. I'm not updating like the minis or anything, but just theater of mind here, guys.
It's okay. My guy didn't move anyways.
You see, like, there's a guard that's currently rounding up and moving a few bodies out into the street of other guards, and a couple of lizard men are being dragged out. Some corpses, it looks like.
Definitely missed something.
Still drunk.
I don't know. It still could have been nothing.
Imagine this all took
Very
place
well
in
could.
the span of like 5 minutes at most.
Well, I mean,
The,
how many
the
turns?
combat was like under a minute.
How many turns in combat did we have? We had like maybe 6, 7,
Yeah.
6 seconds or turn.
I just
Combat.
start looking for my group, I guess.
All right. As we'll kind of peer to the group that's sitting there, as Grognar or as Xanar is, oh, actually, no, Womble sniped no, it was Snurp who sniped the kill.
Yeah.
Over the steaming corpse of a lizard man, one guard sitting there panting as there's a pile of other ones just sort of looted around the area. Xanar, you kind of realize you're like got your foot on the corpse of one of the freshly killed guards.
Oh, my apologies.
The one guard. Oh, go ahead.
You go first. You go first.
The one guard kind of sits there panting like, bloody hell. I'm not going to make it another year. I'm going to go get some help. Holy shit.
And then I'm gonna realize, oh shit, there might be more upstairs, so I'm gonna start running up.
So
Okay.
as I'm still white. I'm still holding my hand up where it was, and I'm like snarling at the corpse,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not moving.
Okay. You're just kind of frozen there. The guard doesn't really pay you any mind. He seems to be in a partial shock as he just stares at the pile of corpses of people he's worked with recently. Not really paying attention. What are you doing, Womble?
Looting.
Just
know-
checking bodies.
Do you remember why these people attacked? Or did they just attack?
I
can't
don't think we
remember.
know yet.
Okay. I don't know if you guys know yet.
Okay.
We haven't found out. Literally, the session ended when combat ended.
Right.
But yeah, I'm looting.
What are you looting? Are you looting the lizard man or
Freaking. Probably. Nah, the lizardmen are pretty naked. I'm definitely gonna loot the guards.
There's a
maybe
guard
checking
right there.
pockets, looking and probing
Oh, boy.
rectums. Just
you
looking
trying
for
to be
anything they might have stashed.
are you trying to be sneaky about it or are you just going for it? Because there's a guard standing right there.
No, I'm definitely. You know what? Lizard man.
Okay.
Definitely going lizard man. I mean, he killed a lot of people. He must have some good shit.
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation. That would be roll d20. Fuck. I
Got
summoned.
those.
I managed to
Nat
kill him
one.
on his axe.
Put his finger up his coin purse.
Yep.
What'd you get?
One.
The old prison
technically.
wallet.
All right. As you kind of rummage around a little bit, you're not really finding anything interesting except for, he's got a rude, cruddy, shitty old club. He's got a cracked in half buckler. His chest is, gaping and just open with some scarred tissue from the bolt that hit him. He didn't seem to have too much on him. You do find a purse with about a couple copper in it.
Take his ribs.
Yeah.
Other than that, he doesn't really seem to have very much. He's got like a votive skull hanging from his belt. That's about it.
I should have freaking rolled on D&D Beyond, man. I keep getting like stupid good rolls on that. Like it feels almost rigged how good D&D Beyond's rolls are. Meanwhile, I keep getting like 2s, 3s, 4s, 7s on this. Never roll here, guys. Ever.
It's bad. It's all bad here. Not good.
This year, I want to be held accountable for my rolls.
So Atko's still sitting there, just kind of frozen in space. As the
7 copper?
Yep, you can have 2 copper.
Ah, shit. That's even worse than I thought. I rolled horrible, but hey, man. I'm a really good investigator. I won't fight you, though.
The guard at that point is kind of sitting there, and he kind of starts to turn around like, "Is your friend here okay?" kind of referring to like the kobold that's sitting there, stiff arm out, just not moving. Hello? Kind of like pokes the kobold a little bit with the back of his spear. That scared the fuck out of the guard.
What?
Are you alright?
Where'd the lizard go?
You killed it!
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You shot some magic shit at it and it just burned alive. You know what you're doing.
I look at my hands. No. Wait, where's the big guy?
Big guy ran out the door?
I look around. Do I see him?
No, he bolted past you.
So I kind of sit down and I kind of scratch my little head, like just pondering what just happened.
If you guys wouldn't mind, you want to help me get these bodies out of here before they... I guess that's what we're supposed to do.
Okay. So I'll walk over and I'll take out my dagger, start like taking the lizard folk's arm off because I know it's too big for me to carry.
The guards are like, whoa, no, we can just drag him. I got the big one. You guys get the, you guys get my friends out of here. No, never mind. I'll get someone else to help. You guys can go find your friends.
I'll put my dagger away.
Yeah.
And I'll go out in the courtyard.
Gingerly.
At this point, all of you guys, except for Xanar, who just ran past, meet in the courtyard with the Dragonborn.
Here's one.
Hello. What the fuck happened? The fuck's going on?
Isn't your character still kind of drunk?
I slept for a minute. Now everyone's dead. What happened?
You take nap. We go kill. I didn't see the last guy get killed though.
One guy alive.
Oh, he dead apparently.
Okay. Now what should we do?
Others, find others. Green one's still looking for good things with lizard in there.
Actually, as you turn around, the guard is currently pushing Womble out the door.
Never mind. They're green one.
Guys.
The hell's everyone else? Didn't we have like 7 people?
Well, as you guys are sitting there confused in the courtyard, Xanar, as you come running around the corner here, you see immediately to your left as you get into that staircase, as you get above top of the staircase, that the door, you can see Phelan halfway in the doorway panting, just kind of the back half of her, and there's just like a black soot outline completely just emanating from the room as if there's like an opposite flashlight inside the room.
Okay, since you say I see that, I'll run on over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll kind of see the room all charred and shit.
Yep,
and then,
it is extra crispy.
I'm not like really raging as much, and I just kind of have this look of worry on my face. And with my maul still in my hand, I just kind of let it fall to the ground.
Chunk, chunk, chunk. Kind of like makes a small impact on the ground and plops off the side. That kind of startles you a little bit, Phelan, as you're kind of snapping out of it after you just pumped what little life you could into the 2 bodies that you spotted in the room. The scene in front of you is pretty morbid. About like 5 or 6 guards, the one man in the center, absolutely unrecognizable bodies, charred to cinders. In one end of the corner, you see basically what you imagine, what Phelan saw for a brief moment was a fairly decent looking set of dark emerald green armor with a full plate mail helmet on. There's a body just sitting in the corner, now completely covered in ash and soot. Some of the armor is like sort of melted in spots. It's dented. It's bruised. Covered in soot. You can see that like there's blood had seeped from certain wounds and is kind of caked up, and there's a body just sitting in the corner of the room, just sort of slowly. You can still see a little bit of movement in him, but he seems to still be out. And on the other side, you see the extremely charred body of Grognar, who is just coming to, only to realize that all of his facial hair has been burnt off. I am sorry, but I thought about that and it would have happened.
Yeah. So,
A dwarf's facial hair is his life.
It is.
I just kind of sit up and and my hands are on my face, just looking like the saddest person you've ever seen.
Is he even a dwarf anymore?
No, he's more like a
He's a man-child.
He's
goblin.
immortal.
Oh, never mind.
I do have a question. Since we leveled up at the end of the last game, our spells do not recharge until we rest, correct?
They do not.
Okay. Fun. I'm gonna try and help. I'm gonna get them out of the charred room, and if they can be moved. If not, I'm going to try to patch them up a bit more. As best I can, anyway.
You managed to get Grognar out probably without too much resistance, except for his.
Is that very loud? Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Can.
I'm like, who just started a blender in my game?
Harley Davidson. The worst.
Sounds like a motorcycle.
On the planet.
You manage to drag Grognar out. As you go to the body of the other person in the room, it kind of like shifts a little bit. Like you can't really see his face because it's covered in full visor, but he kind of moves a little bit. Like, who are you?
I'm gonna try to it, and I'm gonna use my last healing spell on him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
Total of 9.
That's good. You kind of reach down and you pump another big another wave of energy kind of goes from your arm into his through the armor. He kind of takes another big. Well, you're obviously not here to kill me. All right. Okay, I get what you're doing. And he kind of like tries to shamble out with you. You guys can find yourself basically sitting out in the hallway just outside the room. He's sitting there against the wall, just sort of breathing heavily. Looks up at you guys like, oh, well, I gotta say thank you, strangers. It's not every day that you gotta, thwart off a whatever the fuck kind of raid that was. And oh, excuse me. I think that part of my pauldron melted to my arm. Oh,
that's gonna be hard to remove.
Yeah, he's kind of playing with his armor a little bit, and you can see he's wincing, and he is pretty binged up, even in spite of the healing. He was on death's door pretty hard.
Can we name him Johnny Tremaine?
Huh?
I said, can we name the guard Johnny Tremaine?
I don't get the joke.
Okay, it's an old piece of normally required American literature. He's a silversmith's apprentice, and at some point he accidentally dips his hand in to try and catch something, and his hand ends up encased in silver.
Ugh. That's awful.
All right, I want to just quickly ask the guard, is your name Vance? Vance Stratter?
Yeah, that'd be me, Captain Strider. At your service.
The note out from my armor. Sir, we have something for you from... hold on, I can't remember his name.
Dan Hanneman, I think?
Yeah, a Hammerman. From a Hammerman.
Hannerman.
Hammerman, first name I think was Stan.
He kind of stares at you and stares at the note like, put that away. Don't put that away. Now.
Okay, I was told to give it to you.
As he kind of like is staring at you, and then like a couple of guards come running up the stairs, just to kind of check on what's going on. They kind of come over like, Captain, are you okay? And Vance just kind of sits there like, yeah, I'm fine. No, I'm good. go attend to the other guards. I think that we cleared this floor, but I got 4 dead in here. I'll have to drag out. Yeah, go tend to the others. It's okay. These strangers have me covered. The guard kind of runs off and heads down the stairs. One kind of runs down the hallway this way. He kind of turns and looks at you like, first of all, where'd you meet Hannerman?
Oddly enough, in a slaver's caravan.
That's
Not
not
as
right.
a slaver. We were all being carted off, I think.
Where were you?
Wait, I'm sorry, your facts are wrong. It wasn't. We were arrested. That wasn't a
No.
slave caravan.
Yes, it was.
That was you were arrested
We
by
weren't
the
arrested.
guards.
May I interject real quick here? When I was taken in, I was told that I was going to be sold off to someone.
Oh, see, no one said that to the lizard man. I just assumed it was another day of, well, we pissed off the wrong guard folk and now we're arrested.
Nope. Those were very much, just as kind of a bit of context there, those were very much not the local guard.
Okay. I was under the impression that, again, we had just pissed off the wrong people.
And that's why.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to find my notes.
Bear Market? Is that the name of the place?
The name of the starting town.
Oh.
I wrote it down.
Oh, I thought Chief was referring to how we were going to be sold was Fair Market.
Bear Market was the town we were in when we
Fair
first
Market?
met. Yeah, I'm looking at the notes here, like in the session 1 Bear Market.
Oh yeah.
I
So
don't,
I'm
I
gonna,
don't have any spellings right. I think like Hafan's the only one I think I know is spelt right because we were told the spelling.
He kind of looks at you and kind of goes, you mean Burmaquette?
Vermicay. I got it down.
Well, it's nice to know he got back safely.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. And as he's kind of staring there at the ground, one of the guards kind of runs running past. And he just kind of stays quiet and kind of looking at you guys until the guard gets past. He looks up again. This is not a good place or time to discuss any of this. I'm going to try to deal with this. I'll tell you what. Sometime tomorrow night, go to the Boar's Pit. Tell Hilda that you want 6 shots of the special, but hold the vodka. I know it sounds weird, but just do it. And I'll meet you there. We can't talk about it here.
Okay.
But thanks again. So,
Well, I'm gonna see who I can help, and I'll help drag the bodies out too.
okay. As you kind of look around a little bit, you can start helping. Like Vance kind of gets up a little bit, but he kind of sits back down as he realizes that he's still fused to some of his armor plating. One of the guards kind of comes. Well, one of the women downstairs actually come up and starts tending to him. And another guard is going to help you kind of get some of the bodies out of the charred room.
Okay.
Ragnar's going to help too, but he's going to be like still like clutching where his beard used to be while he's helping. He's just trying to do something to take his mind off of it.
Okay. What are you guys doing downstairs? You kind of finally start to see some guards.
Can I interrupt for a second? I think we should give John some time.
Yeah, we can get it done.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I was letting y'all finish up. I did plan on getting my time in.
No, we'll get him his time. It'll be okay. But really quick, what are you guys doing downstairs?
I went into the building over here where my guy is
I'll
now.
just hook up with the goblin right here. Good
All right.
pal. Friend
I
of
was
mine.
kind of wandering looking for the big guy.
All right. We'll say for the moment that you're kind of searching around. There's a couple of really strange looks. At one point, one of the guards kind of turns on you, getting ready to attack, but another one kind of walks in like, no, it's all right. He helped. It seems like you guys kind of like a bit of a mixed reception. It seems that they aren't really sure what's going on. It doesn't seem like they're very well prepared for this, but they are starting to kind of clean up a little bit. From what you can tell, is probably about 2/3 of the guards in this station got wiped. So there's a bit of a chaos going on. There seems to be some more guards trickling in that have come in from the town and stuff like that to help out. Switching over to the kitchen, John.
Well, Not really the kitchen. If you remember, Hilda said she'd mind the cooking as long as I went up to the room and hung out. So that's where I was.
Mm-hmm. So what would you like to be doing? It's pretty quiet.
I was going to say, I remember sticking my head out there just to make sure that nothing had burned. And then she gave me this look of like, I know how to use a kitchen.
Right. You basically just checked on her cooking skills. As you poke your head out, as you're sitting there, the bell's ringing finally stops. And suddenly the town's a little bit quiet. You do hear some murmuring, of course, from like the downstairs patrons and whatnot, but otherwise it has finally started to calm down a little bit outside, it seems.
All right, well, I guess I'll come out of the room and put my head downstairs and see what's been going on.
Yeah. As you kind of poke your head downstairs, it seems that the tavern seems to be quite the hustle and bustle of people just sort of murmuring and, talking about shit. Some of them were kind of saying, like, there's an attack on the town guard post. What's going on? And there's a lot of confusion. A few of them talk about, apparently, some of them think that it was a Knoll raid. A couple of them think that it might have been just like a couple of bandits trying to break free. It seems to be there's a lot of conflicting information. Not many of the people in the local bar know what's going on, it seems.
Can I take a seat in a corner and listen in to see what information I can gather from them?
Sure, make a perception check.
Let's see. 3 plus there's a 6.
6?
I'm guessing I didn't gather much.
Not too much that's really useful. There's a lot of a lot of them seem to be thinking that it's like Knolls. They report that, they say that like all my cousins saw a bunch were going to be planning on the other wall. They burnt their smoke at a certain time, and that means they're normally going to attack. And it's a bunch of, and you can kind of decipher, it's a bunch of peasant scared hubble bullshit.
It's peasant rumors mixed with garbled information.
They don't really seem to know what's going on. And in general, you can tell this is a bit of a big talk of town because this doesn't seem to happen very often. So they're all quite confused and from what you can tell too, they're kind of speaking to a lot of why the hell is anyone coming after this town?
Okay.
But that's pretty much all you can really pick up.
Well, without being able to gather anything really useful, I'll talk to the barkeep because I remember she put my stuff in multiple different bowls. Mm-hmm. I just want to preserve it, just like find a way to cover it, just keeping it from going bad till I can figure out what to do with it tonight.
Okay. She kind of hands them over to you and she just kind of goes, I think they should be fine for maybe a few days. Just make sure that you don't, keep them too warm or anything like that, but it'll probably last a little while.
I'll tell you what, I will toss her 3 copper, thanking her for cooking it.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's nice of you. Yeah, well, thank you. She pockets it nicely enough, kind of gives you a bit of a nod, and she turns around back to her duties. So you can add to your inventory that you now have a bag of cooked, well, you can at least keep in mind that the bag that you have remaining is now cooked. It has changed from this horrible... Well, it's changed from this like pale pink to kind of a warmer, redder pink color, and the scent has kind of changed from like a bitter kind of sour smell to sort of a warm, sweet aroma. They seem to be quite different now that they've been cooked. You don't really know what they do yet, but you do know that they definitely don't stink as much.
Okay, let's see. I gotta name them. One moment. So they now have a sweet smell.
Mm-hmm.
Eat some.
No, not yet.
I'll be right back.
Soon!
Or human testing.
Human, half-elf, Goliath, dwarf, kobold, goblin.
Any one of those will be fine.
Yes. We already did orc, so we don't need to worry about that.
I refuse. So you're not doing elven testing.
Are you going to be typing for a bit here, John?
No. There we go. I'm good.
So, what else would you like to be doing?
Let's see. Well, I mean, I don't know where my party went.
Nope.
So I guess I'll just I'll thank her. I store them away in my pack. and I tell her we're coming back for the room, of course. 'Cause
Of
I'm
course. Take care. Be careful out there.
I'm gonna go ahead and head outside and try to figure out what the hell is going on.
Okay. She kind of basically warns you to be a little bit careful as you kind of heading out.
I will be.
As you head on out, it'll take you a little bit to get there, but we'll swing back to the other guys here. Atco, as you're kind of wandering around, it seems that the guards have started to get all the bodies of the guards, at least out, and the lizardmen they put into a pile outside the city wall. Seems to be getting ready to like basically burn them. The guard bodies, they've kind of started to pile onto wagons that have come in. There's been a couple of villagers who came in. Vance is now up and around, kind of barking out orders here and there to try to get people moved. He has now seen you guys, and each time he's seen each of you, I mean, he does pass you at one point, he does pass you at one point and goes, I heard you helped along with the battle with the others?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of, or you did?
I definitely pew-pewed some.
I'm going to take that as you actually contributed. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Very odd for a kobold to be helping an adventuring team.
Well, they saved me, so I helped them.
I suppose that's fair. It's good enough a reason for anyone. Anyway, I need to get more of these bodies put away. You best be careful around this town. Not everyone's going to have as much love for a kobold.
Yeah, that's why I hide behind the big one. Where is the big one, by the way?
He's upstairs yet.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
And I frantically continue my search for Xanar.
At one point, he does pass by Womble and the Dragonborn. He kind of comes up to you guys like, you guys also were helping with the battle?
Sure.
Holy shit. Yeah, every goblins were up close. I mean, no offense. I mean, you helped with the fight, I assume.
I was here.
I don't understand what the hell he's saying. He looks at you, the Dragonborn.
Oh god, this again.
I just kind of wave at him awkwardly.
He kind of squints.
Sorry.
Kind of squints and just looks at both of you like, anyway, thanks.
I curse.
Please don't try to, like, eat the guards or anything. As he looks at you, Womble.
I put my arm on the goblin's shoulder to reassure the man he won't eat anyone.
For you, by the way, you have to lean down a little bit to do that.
All right,
I'm definitely going to give him a hug back for that.
I embrace the hug.
You
I'm
guys
not
are
gonna break
fucking
eye
in the middle of the
contact.
square. And there's like guards
Looking at the guy.
walking past you carrying one of their friends, just like, corpses. And Vance is just sitting there like, you guys ever been brain damaged in combat or?
Brain is strong.
What? I seriously I can't.
I reach out to see if he wants to join the hug.
A lot of things can happen to this man before he would like balk and stop and freeze, but you just got him to kind of take a second. Just kind of sits there, stares at like, I don't even fucking know. Okay. Then he just walked off. He wanders inside. He starts helping with like some of the other ones.
This dynamic duo.
Are you two guys just gonna hug it out in the courtyard, or would you guys want to do something else?
Do you want to keep hugging?
I don't have any problems with it.
I got nothing else going on.
I don't feel like we should be dancing right now after this happened. That's a little bit in poor taste.
Okay, yeah, maybe we should stop the dancing.
Yeah.
At one point, you guys hear in the distance, just like, Captain, are we going to allow them to just dance while we're trying to carry out bodies? And you just hear the captain go like, I don't fucking know. I think they're with the others. Just let them. I have no fucking idea, man. I can't imagine they'll be here long. Upstairs, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Well, I'm
the
sitting-
captain's kind of wandered off along with the guards. You're kind of sitting there.
I'm sitting on the ground, like next to this box, like as still as possible.
As you're sitting there perfectly still, Snurp comes just sprinting up, and as he sees you, he comes to
Wait! I want to see if I can stealth.
Okay, roll stealth check. Snurp, make a perception roll.
14.
Oh, that was a nat 20. 22.
So you're sitting behind this crate, and then you see Snurp. You just see a blue tail go flying past the hallway straight, but then you just hear squeak as his nails dig into the wood, and he comes sprinting back around the corner, and he just he spotted you.
Before I do that, though, I want to do I pass Grognar on my way?
Yeah, you can see Grognar in the hallway. He's
So as
sitting
I'm
there
running,
against the wall.
I kind of do the stop again. I walk backwards. I look at his beard. Oh, buddy. And then I keep going. And
Grognar just gets really depressed again for no apparent reason.
I mean, it's for a pretty apparent reason.
just sadness overtakes him again.
so
Clutches
then
at his face.
then I see him and I sit down behind him, behind my back against the wall, is and scooch down as much as possible.
Phelan will say you're sending to a guard nearby. You basically just see this weird little exchange. The guard kind of thanks you as you kind of wrap up. You dress like one of his other wounds where he took a bit of a blow to the head with one of the clubs. Kind of thinks thank you. I think the brain damage will be gone by tomorrow. Thank you.
Oh, buddy.
He kind of gets up, staggers a little bit. I'm going to sit down. And he just sort of flops over to the side. And he wanders down the stairs.
Who won? You're really close.
I move literally 1 inch.
Just say whatever.
Beard.
Your beard will grow back.
Took years.
Can you heal his beard?
I can try to heal his face later, so that way it'll actually grow back.
Grognar kind of picks up and gives her a thumbs up.
Can I play music to encourage the beard to grow?
Are you
No.
downstairs?
You don't know I've lost my beard.
Oh,
That would require some interesting bard magic, but not right now. You can't.
Yeah, birds have a tendency to not regrow hair. So yeah, we'll see what I can do in the morning.
Good enough. just still looking kind of sad.
We should probably go and meet up with the others, see how they fared.
Kind of nod and start heading that way.
The others are dancing.
They're dancing.
They're dancing.
Why are they dancing?
I don't know. The green one's strange. The dragon's kind of strange too.
You're
He tried
strange.
He tried to nibble on my ear.
You have tasty ears.
So you guys can wander down the stairs. You rejoin the others in the courtyard. You catch the Dragonborn and Womble just finishing an embrace. And we'll say around this time, since probably the alarm would have stopped a bit ago, you guys do see the lizard man walking down the street towards you. As you were walking up there, John, you've seen probably about 2 carts filled with guard bodies, and then one other cart that had, it seemed like a couple of lizardmen. Well, no, you wouldn't have seen a cart with lizardmen. You just seen a couple of carts with guard bodies on them going by.
I'm gonna gather something bad has happened here.
Probably a good guess.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
And as you approach, you do see that the guard place that you guys are at, that you're walking towards, John, it does have one of the large windows. One of the rooms up above has just been completely blown out. It seems like there has been a massive fire there in that one room or something like that.
Out of
Not
curiosity, can I tell if the lizard men that were dead on the cart were, tribal versus the civilized kind I come from?
You actually didn't see any lizard men on the cart since they've been dragging them outside the walls to burn them, but you do manage to see one of the lizard men getting pulled out from one of the rooms. And you immediately recognize that it is one of your kind, but it's definitely one of the more some of the people take a bit of a, not as much feral, but more of a tribal honor kind of more nomadic.
Okay, so
Nomadic.
tribe.
Thank you. I'm fucking sleep deprived. More nomadic approach to life. But you see one of those bodies getting dragged along the street.
Okay.
One of the guards kind of looks at you who's dragging, like, friend of yours! Kind of getting a little pissy expression looking in your way.
I'm just going to smile at him and wave. And
Yeah, that's right, you prick. Keeps dragging the body. Another one of the guards just kind of looks at him and shrugs.
if he's going to be a dick to me, I can be one back.
Oh, 100%. So you guys all end up reconvening in the middle of this courtyard here.
Join
I'm
us,
going to
John.
ask what the
Join
hell
us.
happened.
John, join us.
Join us and notice what happened to your dwarf.
Do you guys want a hug?
Wait, is that Grognar?
Boss, my beard.
What the hell happened? Grognar, your face!
That was perfect.
Pull out my steel mirror, point it at him, and start laughing.
Just gets sadder and sadder.
Oh
I
no!
come over and pet his head.
Oh no! Well,
Also, you notice, John, I'm like covered in soot. Still.
Soot and burn scars.
Yep.
I'm gonna lick my hand and just try to rub some of the soot off the face to see if there's any hope of the beard growing back.
Chris, it stings like a motherfucker. It's like someone's just scratching a sunburn.
Well, the good news is it's not burned down to the root, Grognar. It will return with time.
That's what you
Remember, though, I'm also a charlatan, so you can take that at its word. I know anything about beard hair.
Yeah, you're a friggin' lizard. Like, you wouldn't have it.
Listen here, pointy ears.
Wait. Can I check if... Do I still see any of those carts filled with bodies?
There's another cart that they're currently loading up with probably the last couple of guard corpses.
Can I check if any of these guard corpses have a beard?
Oh no.
One of the two seems to have a pretty full-grown beard that's soaked in blood, because this is the one where the skull got caved in the room with Xanar.
Good
Can I
enough.
sneak that beard right off him?
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Definitely rolling in this one this time. Down.
Also, if anyone wants to be able to see if they spot him doing this, they can roll a perception
9.
check.
I'm good.
I'll
Let
roll
this
for
play out.
perception, but whether I choose to act on it is a different story.
Oh no. So you got a 9. If anyone wants to
My
roll-
perception roll was a 12.
Mine
Yeah.
was a 10.
Anyone who rolled higher than a 9 sees him doing this. He manages to time it right that the guards have gone inside for another body. But you see Womble climb up on a crate, take out a small knife, and start to move towards the dude's face.
I'm not going to stop him. My dwarf needs a beard.
I'm not gonna stop it either. I'm just gonna like cock my head and like just watch.
I'm not paying attention.
Me neither.
Yep.
I just watch.
You sort of start. Are you like scalping the beard off, or just going for the hair?
It would go very well on top of his burns if there was still skin.
God damn it.
I'm gonna have to go with just the hair, though.
Okay. You give this man the last shave of his life.
Best shave of his life right there.
and you
Post-mortem.
have a collection of you have basically a fistful of just knotty, curly, blood-soaked beard hair.
What color's the
And
hair?
you did like a terrible job of it. And then you just kind of clamble down and you like run back to the group with this fistful of clumpy, bloody beard hair.
He probably put dirt in it too because of
Hey,
him.
I'm clean.
You were in the dirt again, I thought.
No.
You were in the mud.
Oh
Did
shit.
you ever? Did you
No,
shit
I
off the
peeled
mud
off
yet?
the mud, remember? I peeled that mud off. I am indeed somewhat clean.
Mud bath.
Okay, I'm
I'm
not
gonna
going to
present
go any
this
further.
Bloody
We'll let
beard
this
to
happen.
him as a
Okay, what do you do with
warrior
it?
presents the head of an enemy king to his king. And all I've got to say is,
I grab the beard hair and try to put it on my face, and it obviously just kind of falls off. It just looks sad.
well,
And then I pat Wombo on the shoulder. Thank you. Meant a lot.
Save the hair, Grognar. We may be able to find a glue-like compound.
Oh god.
Just use the berry. man.
I am not using the berries.
John, sovereign glue. Nothing makes it come off.
I have a candle. You could use wax to put it on.
Oh.
Oh,
That sounds awful.
just use some hot wax.
I'm gonna say this. We're not doing that, okay?
I mean, you
Oh,
don't know.
People are
Maybe,
into hot wax.
maybe
Taking
don't.
one look at Grognar, he has been burned enough for one day. Let him rest, and maybe we can try burning it to his face tomorrow.
I just kind of get big at that mention.
About 10 minutes into this conversation, you guys hear at one point, like, hey, was Steve in the middle of shaving? What the fuck?
I didn't stop his
job.
kid with that.
And then they just start pushing the wagon away.
It would look really strange if I did that.
Amazing.
Can we visit his grave when we're done here?
To desecrate it some more?
Beard lives another life.
I've got a better idea, Afflung. Why don't you leave a razor on the grave? The ultimate insult.
I don't know about all you, but Grognar needs a drink. I start heading back towards the bar.
Well, that's the end anyway, so I'd probably head back as well.
I'm going to catch up with Grognar. My companion needs to.
Actually,
needs
one
to,
thing I wanted to do was search the other lizardmen bodies, but I'm guessing most of them already been taken away.
Throughout the course of this, they've been kind of like they've been kind of dragged out, and you can see there's one dude that's just kind of throwing buckets of what looks like pitch onto the pile of bodies.
Okay. All right, I'll just head back to the inn/bar.
Okay. Is that what everyone's doing?
Yeah.
Actually, they haven't started burning the bodies yet, have they?
No, he's throwing pitch onto them.
I'm going to go over and offer to help, but at the same time, I'm far more interested in observing the bodies. I want to see if there's ritual tattoos or anything else on them.
Okay. He kind of looks like it's a bit weird that you want to burn your own kind,
Oh, trust me, good sir, they are not my kind.
but that's fine. I don't really want to smell them, so. And this is, by the way, the same fucker that like greeted you guys initially and shit. It's like, all right. I mean, do you? Make a
History?
Investigation? No.
I'm guessing that when you look at them, you are going to see some markings, but I'm going to have you make a history check.
I don't even want to say it.
What did it roll?
Because with my bonus, it's actually a 0.
Ooh.
Um, you're pretty sure that these things have some pretty intricate birthmarks. They are quote unquote pretty rad.
Actually, here is a question that's legit. Even though I can't interpret them, can I commit them to memory?
With what you rolled, no.
You-
I would say if you saw these markings again, though, you would recognize them.
Okay.
Carve the markings into your skin.
Then you too could have pretty rad birthmarks.
This was the highest rolling of the dice. You told me to do that.
Hey,
It was
you know what?
the whole superstition thing, and now it's rolling ones.
You're welcome, John.
No,
That's when you get out the quote unquote dice jail.
Actually, you are absolutely right, Padley. We are switching the dice up.
I told
All right.
Okay.
Well, it looks like I learned nothing except to burn feral lizard men.
Yeah, the one guard kind of looks at you a little bit strangely as you're kind of helping to burn your own kin. I mean, realistically, it's the same as if, people were burning bandit bodies, but he still doesn't get it. He kind of thinks it's a little odd, but oh well.
Can I explain to him there's a difference between the tribe and the civilized?
He kind of stares at you like, I suppose that kind of makes sense. It's like, we got like, no, I don't get it.
I'll just use a simple analogy. You have bandits, human bandits, and you have civilized town folk.
Yeah, but our bandits wear clothes.
We have scales.
We got skin.
You know what? I'm just gonna nod my head and get back to work.
Okay, have a good day. You can walk back, and your group's kind of waiting there for you if you guys want to do anything else, or if you want to head back to the inn.
I want a double of that vodka drink.
All right. That'll be a couple silver for
Yep.
2.
Yep.
You get back, and Hilda kind of looks at you like, oh, welcome back, all of you, and I see you got a new member in your group here.
I just look even sadder.
And she just kind of stares for a few seconds like, oh, I am so sorry. Oh, you poor thing.
Two vodka.
These are on the house, and you can take those silver back.
Yay.
Sick DM burn.
And now that I'm back, I'm gonna say 2 vodka for me.
All right, it's a silver per. She brings you the tall fucking glass of vodka, like the really hard stuff.
Snurp looks at it very curiously.
I mean, I downed the first one, Padley, just an FYI.
Mm-hmm. I'll say as you're sipping along, you can make a constant. Well, nothing's really. Spoiler pro tip: there's nothing really going to happen tonight. So you guys get tossed. You're just going to have a hangover tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm
just
downing
gonna
them
be-
both immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing under the table.
What are you playing under the table? Like just.
Do you want to ask that question?
I kind of do.
Playing footsies.
That's a pretty good idea, Afflung, but no. I'm gonna be playing with my rotten fish heads.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he
So-
has those.
Yeah.
So from underneath, from when you guys are sitting there drinking your drinks, just below, you kind of hear this as the goblins just kind of like dancing them along as if they're dolls. You guys can have your couple of drinks. If you guys want to have any conversation or anything like that. The night's probably about 9 or 10 p.m. The tavern's gotten a little bit more lively. There's a weird buffer of empty tables right around you guys, even though it's pretty busy. Probably something to do with the fish head smell.
Okay, and then I'm gonna get 2 more ales and find a table to myself.
Okay. You can kind of do the lunchroom, get up and walk away, and then you can sit separately from the rest of the group.
That's 6 copper.
I follow.
All right. You sit down, and then Snurp just sort of sits down right next to you.
And I just say, blue one, not now.
What?
There's other plenty of big things to hide behind, not now.
I tuck my tail beneath my cloak and I go sit behind Grognar.
I just kind of pat his head and I just down my other vodka.
I try to nibble on his ears again to make him feel
that kind of turned to Phelan. Didn't
I'll be right
Captain
back.
say special or something?
Well,
Tomorrow
Well,
night.
Okay.
All right.
Another vodka.
I am.
I'll get to you for a minute here, but you're gonna have to start paying, sweetie.
Got it. Just
Okay, thank
drop.
you.
I dropped a silver for another
She
vodka.
brings you another one. You're getting even your dwarven constitution. You're starting to get buzzed.
Yeah.
It
I
doesn't.
thought
It
it might
doesn't
be a
quite-
good time to talk to Grognar about the berries, but he is way too deep in his sorrow, so I'm going to hold off.
Lost a part of my soul.
I know.
I'm gonna go up to the room and take care of my prayers for the night.
I'm going to follow you upstairs with a simple question.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Can you beseech your god to regrow Grognar's beard? Hold on. I want to roll for persuasion on this.
So when you're talking to your other party members, your charisma means a bit, but persuasion rolls aren't going to have as big of an effect.
But this
Okay, so I was there
To-
saving his life. What makes you think I wouldn't try and do that anyways?
you saved his life, you did not save part of his soul.
What I said was, what makes you think I wasn't going to beseech my deity anyways to try and regrow his beard?
This is important to the lizard man. I want to see if I can get you to cast divine intervention on Grognar's beard.
Oh!
I've successfully derailed a good portion of this.
Some god sitting there somewhere going through like paperwork and is like, someone wants me to fucking what?
Beard?
Ultimate cosmic power for what?
Make a
Information.
god to regrow his beard.
For your information, I rolled a 15 on persuasion.
She was already persuaded, John. Let it go.
Okay.
You didn't need to roll. She said she was gonna do it.
All right, I'll go back to Grog. You know what? I'll just go back and sit there and let Grognar talk.
I'm not talking much, I'll be honest.
I know, but it's important that I show solidarity here.
He's crying into his now salty vodka.
Phelan, your prayers go pretty nicely. It seems to be a fairly peaceful night, and you do get some comfort from the waxing moon outside as being, one of the symbols of your god. You're a little bit overcome with doubt, probably, from this group that you seemingly find yourself in. But you feel a little bit more reassured in your purpose as you send your prayers out.
Okay. That was more or less all I was planning on doing for the evening.
Okay. You can kind of tune in a little bit. How many rooms did you guys rent, by the way?
2.
Yeah, I got one.
Well, I was gonna go to the barkeep and talk to them about that. All right. Well,
I bought a separate room for me and the dwarf, and he rejoiced because it was like, "Hey, boss, a bed finally."
Okay.
all right. Well, I'm gonna go talk to the barkeep or whoever is in
I was
charge
just
of
gonna-
rooms.
I was going to sleep outside.
Okay.
My room is available to share with somebody.
Sorry, 1 second.
It's all good.
I'll be back again then.
Ha
Ha ha.
Yo ho.
Thank you.
ha.
I will be a half a second. You guys can have conversations for the game and stuff, but I gotta check on something.
I'm actually gonna go grab a drink real quick.
Okay. So did we ever decide a name for the group?
No,
We've never settled on one.
We could brainstorm.
Back for the final time again.
All right. We are the Strange.
What about like 27 S's? So it's just.
What's the noise I make when I flick my tongue at someone?
So you'd be able to say it really well. See what we got here. Oh yeah. Dragonborn. What's your character's name? It's the only name I haven't written down yet.
Gamera.
Gamera. Thank you.
Quote, the boring DM name.
I like it.
oh, shut up.
We could be the chuckle fucks.
Yeah, I did like that one. Yeah,
No.
as I was typing, I'm like, I'll let it sit. Maybe somebody will bring it up, and they did.
Mighty Morphin Foreskin. That's a good one. That's a keeper. I like that.
I'm back.
I really don't like roasted peppers that much.
Afflung, what do we call in our group?
I have no idea.
I'm partial to chuckle fucks myself.
I just gave you my best option right.
It should be what the fuck. Because that seems to be what everybody says when they meet us. What the fuck?
The Wombo combo.
I'm gonna go to a band name generator website.
The Flying Pussyfoots.
Definitely going to metal band name generator. Oh, Divine Slime?
Heavy metal. Corpus Man North. Soul's
Yeah.
Vomit. Natural Disease. Tomb Grace. System Circle.
Deeds of Anger.
That one actually kind of fits.
Hormonal Balboa.
What the hell are these names?
Hate Laceration.
Enslaved Inhabitant and the Schizophrenia.
Dude, Hate Battle.
So Chucklefucks it is.
What?
What is your group name? We are the Chuckle Fucks. Wait, what? No.
Kind of appropriate. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're still debating the group name at this point.
Is that what you guys are all arguing about at the tavern here?
I'm not arguing. I'm just looking at a band name generator.
Oh god.
There's been some great ones.
So you guys sit there. The night kind of goes by without a hitch, or pretty calmly. Seems to be a decent influx of people. They start kind of filtering out a little bit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask the barkeep if there's like some sort of bathhouse nearby or something where I could get the soot off of me.
We don't really have like a proper bathhouse, but we do have basically a tub room if you want to use that.
I just kind of nod my head. How much?
It's up the stairs, last room. Renters get to use it for free.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
I go to wash the soot off me after I finish my last one.
I want to talk to the barkeep and say, do you have any rooms with 2 beds in them?
At this point, we only have actually all of the rooms except for the main suite has 2 beds, sweetie.
If I were to, wait, hold on. Wait. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. It's been a long day for me.
Trust me, man, I know it.
So, if I were to push 2 beds together, would that fit a Goliath, you think?
To be honest, sweetie, you could probably manage it, yes, but if you'd have to do it the long way.
That's fine. And then I'll pay for that one room.
Okay.
Well, that's our like group name.
How about the MacGuffins?
How about
Master of Attack?
We could be
That's
the Goblin
important.
Cleavers.
It's 1 silver there, big fella.
All right, I give her a silver.
If you're working on group names, that's not a bad idea. I just suggest not doing anything that's hard to understand. Sorry, little guy.
Liches get stitches.
I go to my room.
I think all that's left then at this point is Snurp, Womble, Charlatan, and Dragonborn.
Did Drogon just get up and leave?
I asked about a bathroom, like a tub room.
Alright,
and she told me,
in that case, I'm going to get up and go to the room. I was down there for solidarity.
Hmm.
Okay. You pass by a room where you can see water seeping out from under the door that is just basically black.
I'm gonna guess that's Grognar. Or all right, let's go to the room.
Okay. Unless you guys want to do anything else.
I'm gonna go up to the room and kind of like loiter outside, like looking back and forth between both of our rooms, like unsure of which one to go in. Kind of feel like I should be invited.
There's still people in the tavern?
6 hours later.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait, would I have to walk by Snurp to go to my room?
You went to your room before Snurp went up.
Okay.
So Snurp's just kind of sitting there awkwardly in the hallway right now, unsure what to do. Womble, there are indeed a few people in the tavern yet. There seems to be a sort of board game going on in one of the corners with some money involved.
Fucking lamos are playing D&D.
There's also, just maybe about like a dozen or so, just sort of scattered about, few having conversations, 1 or 2 lone drinkers.
Okay. Can I do like a perception check for like possible wizards?
Yeah, sure. Actually, make a perception check. Yeah, to see if you can spot if one of these guys might be a magic user.
God damn it. The second I start actually rolling on D&D Beyond for real, I'm getting a 7. Whatever happened to getting 3 20s in a row?
It lied to you. It let your guard down.
I did.
Trying to convince you to use it.
Yeah. I'm going back to the
Get a
Roll20
refund
after this one, man.
Get a refund on the free dice.
I will. Padley!
Sorry, I got Amanda stuff for her birthday.
Happy birthday! I rolled a 7.
Oh, thank you.
A 7. As you look around, you would be amazed if any of these guys knew how to cast anything more than a fart.
I guess I just have to go up and ask a random guy.
Teach me magic.
I'm sorry, what? You asked like this, like the oldest dude you could find in the bar.
Does he have
And
at
he just
least a
turned around.
wizardly beard?
No, it's a scraggly, like semi-cut wrong, just piece of shit beard with a little bit of booze still in it. He kind of like, sorry, what?
Chaotic. That's good.
Teach me your way, wizard. I need to add more knowledge to my memoir.
Okay, that's good ambition, little guy. But no, I'm not a wizard. I'm a tailor. It's a common misconception. I can teach you how to sew.
I'll take it.
I did not understand that, but I feel offended.
No. I will learn from you.
You are drooling a lot.
That's not your problem.
I feel like you might be having a seizure. Are you okay?
No.
I understood that. Okay. Thank you. I don't think I can help you. There's a couple wizards in town, though.
Show me your way of finding these wizards.
Okay. First of all, I gotta say, you're terrifying. There's one that runs the herbalism shop in town. I don't know him, but I think he knows a little bit of magic of some sort. And then there's that one guy who lives offside of town, just south of us a bit. He knows some stuff. I don't know if he can teach you. I can teach you to sew.
No, leave me, you sow.
You kind of came to my table, but okay. And he starts getting up. He kind of just walks out for the night. Have a good one, Harold.
I guess I'll go to bed now.
Okay.
After you harass the town tailor.
All right.
You
Anyone
use
else?
him.
Huh?
Oh,
Anyone else doing anything else tonight?
I'm propping my maul against the door, pulling the beds together, and going to sleep.
Okay. I think we got everyone in rooms then. Well, Ryan, you're just gonna wander outside, I take it?
Yeah, I'm just going to find a tree to pass out under.
Okay. It's pretty decently peaceful enough. You get woken up a few times by people wandering by laughing and fucking around and shit. It's a pretty decent night for it. So you actually managed to get a decent night's rest just sort of sleeping outside under a tree. It's probably not the smartest idea considering you're in the middle of town, but no one fucks with you from what you can tell.
All right, cool.
Am I missing anybody? Nope. Oh, Snurp, did you ever figure out what room you're going into?
Nope.
He's just standing outside going,
Womble, what room did you go into?
Although, seeing Womble go in, I'll probably go into the other room.
Do I know which room Atflung's in?
Nope.
Gosh.
You'd have to
No,
make a
you
strength
guys are-
check
you
to
guys are
enter.
now just sitting-
He did that on the
Womble-
down low. We don't know where he
Womble-
went.
Womble and Snurp are now just sitting in the middle of a hallway of like 8 doors.
I have two options really here. I could either bang on every single door, or I'm gonna open every single door.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
doing that to every. I'm opening every door, every single door.
Can you make sure he can't reach the doors?
What? I'm tall enough for that.
The first door that you slam open, you see basically Grognar and the charlatan path fast asleep. You guys do get woken up by suddenly just a door slamming open.
Now, tell me, did they have the same bed?
Did they?
I thought it was different beds. I thought it was
You
like
guys do have
okay.
2 beds, but you can cuddle if you want.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, he wants to cuddle. The goblin wants to cuddle.
No, I meant were they in the same bed?
No, they were not.
Okay. Nope. Moving on. Next door.
I'm gonna get up and shut the door behind him and put something against it.
I'm gonna slink in before you close the door.
Okay.
I just curl up in a corner and go to sleep.
You sneak in, and then Phelan, all of a sudden, your door comes slamming open as you're like getting out of your armor.
Next door.
Phelan, as you're sitting there, like trying to get off one of your other like leg pieces, the goblin just slammed open the door, stared at you blank faced, and then just walked away.
What's behind door number 3?
Oh, no.
What?
What are you doing?
I'm looking for the biggest man here.
Oh, God.
You know
Why
which
don't you
door's
knock
been-
politely on their doors instead of throwing the door open?
But I might wake them up if I do that.
And this isn't waking.
I don't think you're gonna reason here.
Fine,
Next
do-
door.
I'm gonna close my door.
Bye-bye.
At least he knows
The next
where
door
the-
that you go to open, it suddenly just goes, and you can't get it open. But Aflong, you do see your mace budge a little bit.
I
Okay.
ignore it.
Okay.
I'll start hitting on the door, screaming,
Help me. Let me in. There's wolves out here.
I continue to ignore the wolves.
Ragnar, I know you're in there. Let me in.
Ragnar's not in here, man.
I heard that.
Wait a minute. If he's actually gonna lie to the poor goblin, doesn't he have to try to deceive him?
I mean, to an extent, but I don't want to always jump in with player-to-player things because it kind of interrupts the flow.
Ragnar, we're friends, aren't we? Come on.
You know, Azure, you could always try to force the door open.
No, he might hurt me if I do that. He has to do it of his own volition.
Hang on, are we on the second story of the inn?
Yep.
There is no reason why there's not a window. He could go outside, come around, and try to climb in through the window.
That's a really good idea.
It's on-
Although I personally like the idea of tunneling in from below.
You guys are on the second floor.
Yeah, that means there's an easy way to tunnel in.
God.
I'm missing something, but proceed.
Ragnar, we've been through so much. You've got to let me in.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding this right. Isn't he outside Xanar's room at the moment?
He is. Yes, he is.
Okay.
Xander, I've been you this whole time.
I just walk over to the door, take off the maul, and open the door. Just stand aside and let him creep in if he wants.
Xander, my biggest friend. Thank you.
I don't answer.
I walk in pridefully, swinging my arms side to side in front of him.
Or put them all back up against the door, go back to sleep.
Okay.
And I tuck him in.
And the night goes by peacefully. There doesn't seem to be any sort of disturbances in town. The morning comes. I'm gonna probably figure that you'll probably be the first one to wake up, Dragonborn, as there is a small child currently pulling at your bagpipe.
Oh, long rest. I can mark long rest.
Everyone's
Hey.
having a rest.
Yay!
Make sure you
Is your beard
confirm
back?
it, or else you're not taking the long rest.
Is his beard back from the rest?
No.
Asking the
It was
important
just
questions.
asleep.
Due to your dwarven constitution, you can tell though that there is at least a little bit of rough coming through.
It's like bamboo.
Dragonborn, you're waking up to basically tugging at your pillow, only to kind of open one eye and see there's a small, scrubby-looking elven child trying to steal your bagpipe.
Wait, what? Motherfucker, I wake up. Dick his ass.
You wake up. What do you actually do? Do you just go straight into assaulting this child?
Yes.
Oh no.
Okay.
I
Make
think
that
Chain
roll.
Gang might be a winner at this point.
How small is the child?
Probably about 8 or 12, or 8 or 10 or something like that.
I just scared the shit out of him. Guess being a child murderer would not be good.
Make it. Oh my god! I just think that's
Just
terrifying
shoot your
picture.
breath straight up or something.
Make an intimidation check.
Is that a roll 20?
Yep. Oh no, you can do that in D&D Beyond. Actually, you should have the. Does everyone have the dice thing turned on now? Is that standard?
Wait,
I have
there's
it
a dice
disabled.
thing on D&D Beyond?
Yeah,
There
there
is.
is.
It was for subscribers.
Oh, I'm
No,
not
yeah.
a subscriber.
It was subscriber, but it might have come out for other people now.
I think it's out for everyone.
It
now.
is out for
It's-
everyone.
It's in beta
So-
now. It's not in alpha anymore.
So where do I go to get it then?
So
Go to your
Ryan, what you
character
can do,
sheet.
Ryan, what
Yes.
you can do is you can go to your character sheet and go to the skill and just click on the plus button and it'll roll the dice for you, like the +5 or +3 or whatever it is.
Whatever it is
skill?
for intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
Click on your number for it, and it'll roll the dice for you.
I'm also gonna do something. Do you have that dice option?
I don't know. I didn't hear where it
What
was.
you guys are talking about the dice thing.
Oh, I'm just putting this in Discord.
It's currently on, but there's like no dice or anything, and I click it and it just like all it does is change my like modifiers and all my skills to look slightly different. So I don't know what that means.
You gotta click the modifier.
Oh, that's how that works. Okay.
Yeah, you click the number itself.
Wow.
Ryan, if you don't want to fuck around with it, you can also just roll an ad.
I'm going to roll. So is that a 20?
Yep.
I got an 8. Cool.
As you're kind of pulling on it, the kid kind of just looks like, "You're a stinky weird man. Give me your bagpipe."
Okay, now I'm gonna kick his ass.
Make an attack roll.
Bring out my javelin.
Okay.
Please, no, I haven't sold shit to these people yet.
No, John. The captain told us 6 special orders. If the Dragonborn gets arrested, you get to be number 6 now.
Oh my god.
Roll your attack, Ryan.
Okay. And when I attack him, I hit him just really hard with the other end, not the sharp end.
So you're blunt. Okay, blunt end attack. Okay, but roll your attack. See if you hit.
I got a 20.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Oh,
Double the dice.
And what's my damage?
Oh no!
Hey, it's non-lethal because he said he's hitting him with the blunt end.
If you do enough damage, though, it just becomes lethal.
Son of.
I found that out in a D&D session. I said not lethal. You dealt max damage, and
Not lethal max damage.
Son of the captain of the guards incoming.
So 1d6 plus 2. Do I just add 2 to the...
Roll a d6, double that number, and then add 2.
Wait, did he roll a natural 20 or just rolled a total of 20?
I read it. Roll natural 20.
Oh boy.
So roll your d6 and tell us what it is.
Alright, I got a 4.
Okay, so that would go up to 8 because it's a crit. And then you add your modifier, which is +2.
This kid is fucking dead.
Maybe that's a bad idea.
And you turned to try to take a whack at this kid. It clocks them right in the temple. And the kid just clumps to the ground. Hard.
Oh, fuck.
There's a spray of blood onto the street. Oh, and at the moment, no one really sees it. But there's some people walking down the street towards you.
I panic. I do a little yelp. I pick the lifeless kid up and run into the forest a bit more. And I start making a hole. I start digging.
Make a stealth check.
This is gonna go well.
Is the kid actually dead, though?
Who knows?
They will be soon.
Oh.
I didn't want this to be a murder hobo thing.
I got a 16.
Yeah, okay. Okay. You quickly grab this small, motionless corpse. You don't know if she's dead or not, but you grab her, you run into the forest, and you quickly start digging a hole. I'm guessing if you have a shovel or something like that.
I mean, I was going to use my claws.
Okay.
You
just start dog style digging a hole as fast as you can.
I check the child, kind of shake it a little bit.
Make a medicine check.
What do I do for that? I have to do that to shake?
Well,
checking them.
If you're just so if you're just wiggling the kid, nothing. Yeah. No response.
I check the pulse.
Now make a medicine check.
Okay. Is that a 20? I've never done medicine.
Every skill check is a D20, and then you're going to add some modifier to it.
Okay.
Strange times indeed.
See what I did there?
I got a 20.
Oh, yeah.
You got a natural 20?
12.
Oh, 12. A 12, okay. You're checking around. You can't seem to find a pulse, but you're not really sure. You're not very classically trained. You keep poking her in the neck somewhere, but you don't know how it works.
I roll the child into the hole I made.
Okay. Just sort of flump, poof.
I'm starting to cry, kind of realizing what's going on a little bit.
Okay.
I looked to my bagpipe for help. The bagpipe is silent.
The bagpipe stares back at you in some simple simplicity quiet. Slightly judging.
And then I just bury the child I just killed.
Okay. You bury the child. And I'm assuming you walk back into town?
Yep.
Okay.
Totally didn't do anything.
Going back to the rest of you.
Oh my fucking god.
And we have no idea what just happened.
You have no fucking clue. None of you know a fucking thing. That is Ryan's secret.
Made a decision not to sleep outside anymore.
Off the record, though, I just want to say, Ryan, I'm really disappointed you didn't give me any of their appendages.
I'm sorry, I was panicking. I'll bring you to the child later.
The rest of you
don't
slowly
break
starting to wake up from
Episode of SVU.
Huh?
It's an episode of Law and Order.
Let's hope it's not.
Pretty much. That was a cut. Now, yeah, you guys get to spend. Yeah, never mind.
Jump cut.
You guys wake up. You guys sort of start shambling downstairs. Unless anyone has anything they want to do in the morning, you guys can order breakfast and get prepped for the day. At one point, the Dragonborn does kind of wander in.
I'm really afraid, kind of heavily, like breathing, trying to act normal.
I will wave at him and just go back to eating some food. Completely oblivious.
Oh
He
god.
normally acts weird, but this is a little bit extra weird for him.
I still continue eating my food.
Okay.
I'm clawing at the stubble starting to appear on my face.
Yeah, it's like that sandpaper rough,
I
and
feel
it
like-
brings you hope.
So,
Got that glow of hope on my face.
is Cheesemore gonna have to like roll every single day on how much his beard grows back?
No, but there is an item that does that.
Yep.
Huh.
I wasn't going to say anything because I'm like, my character wouldn't know about it, so I'm not going to mention it.
I didn't even know about it.
You're a dwarf. You grow your fucking beard hair.
Exactly.
Well, I'm definitely gonna leave my room and go downstairs. And now I see the spooked dragon.
Can he remove the mall? Strength check that shit?
Can I remove that mall?
It's on the inside, though. He might actually be able to.
I'm gonna say, even though your mall's massive, he can probably heave ho it out of the
I'd
way.
probably slowly drag
Alright,
it,
that's
to be
fine.
honest.
Physics.
Scratch up the floor.
Here's what I imagine as Azure goes, I'll be stealthy, and just...
Maybe. Maybe.
That is something I would do.
We're stealthily looking through rooms.
So
I
after you
forgot
get
to say I was-
downstairs,
And then I see my spooked dragonborn friend, and all I can say is,
What's wrong, buddy?
I just stare at him intently, my eyes wide open.
Whatever.
and then I leave. That was a good engagement.
Alright, after hearing the mall drag across the floor, I'm gonna go downstairs and get some food.
okay, you manage to get down. Hilda kind of spots you, just a polite greeting, brings you a plate of food. Seems to be that food's kind of included as breakfast when you guys rent a room.
Easy.
It's nothing too special. It's kind of like a bit of bread, a couple slices of bacon, a kind of shitty egg.
Kind of shitty.
It's just nothing too special. It's a pretty decent, low fare in food.
I was
I just-
about to-
I snarf the meat and eggs, and then I nibble on the bread.
It's a lot of food for you, so you're getting it down.
I eat everything except the bread. I put the bread in my pocket.
Okay.
Pocket bread.
Pocket bread.
I'm gonna go ahead and eat breakfast.
Yep.
Grognar joins.
like a
Same.
normal person. Oh my god.
As you guys are all eating there, your Dragonboard friends just sort of sitting there wide-eyed, you're probably not even eating breakfast, are you? Or what are you doing, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm just holding like one cup of vodka. just kind of stared off.
I'm going to ask
Silver
you.
passes at one point like, where'd you even get that?
Off the child.
Hold on. Because my species is naturally predatory, I'm going to ask him if he wants his bacon.
I want who's bacon?
The starry-eyed vodka drinking guy.
Well, he slept outside. He didn't get free food, did he?
Oh,
No, I just got murdered.
Let's be
Damn
honest. Like,
and there went free bacon.
I ignore everything and just kind of stare off.
Wait, I should put bread in my inventory real quick.
oh, good.
I'm just still eating and admiring the new beard. I'm not even paying attention to the dragon board.
I'm going to compliment Grognar and say it's coming in nicely.
It's literally like 5 o'clock shadow, but
We know.
Yep.
We are fully aware.
It's important that I keep his morale up.
that's including eyebrows, by the way.
Yeah, I knew when the beard went, the eyebrows went too.
Yep.
I'm going to play with my food.
Okay. Well, the day is yours. You guys can talk about what you want to do. It's an open world adventure. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to try to find a way to hawk these berries.
And I'm his faithful steward, so I join him on this endeavor.
But first we will need to test them.
So,
Alright.
what happened with your mission, the letter thing?
Oh, the letter? Yeah, the letter.
We're doing that later tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
So we need to
We're all gonna meet here this evening.
meet here. Got it.
Where was Alan in all of this?
He joined you guys for breakfast. He's probably getting packed up to kind of wander around town.
Okay.
He had his own room.
Okay, I was just checking.
Yeah, we kind of forgot about him for a bit.
Yeah, he hasn't really been engaging you guys too much. He just seems to be tagging along at this point, but he's been doing his own shit on the side.
I kind of point at my stubble growing into him, at him, just like, hmm?
He just kind of stares at you. He's like,
Like what you see?
"That's very nice. Do I know you?"
I get that sad look on my face again.
Seriously, do I know him? Was he with you guys?
You get the hand on the head and the arms on the table kind of dealio.
Don't
I
you recognize Grognar?
I turn to the gnome and I like hold up my little claws in front of my face to make like a beard out of them. And I roll my claws.
He kind of stares at you for a second, like, "Oh, oh, dwarves without beards. Ugh.
No, I give him a death glare.
Sorry.
Grognar. Not as bad as gnome though.
Okay, I'll have you know that I am clean shaven all of the time, and I look fine. I am been told by more than one woman, too, that I look attractive.
I'm gonna just start laughing.
He just kind of deadpan stares like, "I'm going to the market if you guys need me." Which, by the way, how long are we spending in this town?
Hopefully we'll be leaving tomorrow.
Okay, good to know. I'll see you guys back here tonight. Oh, sorry, Ray, you're breaking up again.
No, we're good.
I'll be in the market if you guys need me, or possibly in the tavern, but I'm sure you don't need me, so enjoy your day.
As he's walking out.
I kind of, boss, don't we need him to help?
No, he wasn't overly useful with the goat selling, and I can't imagine he's going to help our real marketing endeavor.
As he's walking out of the tavern, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
As he's walking out, I'm going to cast a just a picture of like a big centipede right in front of the door.
You guys are kind of going back to your breakfast when you just suddenly hear, "Oh! Oh! Oh!
After the scream, I drop it.
Hilda! You have to deal with problems like this." Sweetie, what are you talking about? You have bug problems, and he just sort of stomps his feet and walks out. He'll just kind of sit there, like shaking her head, like, "Okay, that's a weird fella. You folks bring in a lot of weird people."
I just kind of look at her and go, "We are weird too."
Yeah, just weird. Nothing else. Just,
I'm just going
just
to
weird.
give her the straight answer with maybe it's too
weird.
straight an answer. We found him in a cage on the side of the road. Sorry about him.
Oh, no.
She kind of like, as Dragonborn makes that one comment, she kind of looks at him, like kind of narrows her eyes a little bit, kind of shakes her head, and just sort of walks off.
All right, John, we gonna go peddle some berries.
I will. First, I want to test them, though.
Okay.
Oh no, my dwarf has 17 Constitution. So I'm going to open the container and offer a single berry to Grognar.
I sniff it.
I'm gonna take the berry and eat it.
Okay. To you, Snurp, it smells very floral, kind of sweet. It's kind of like a warm aroma to it. When you take a bite down on it, oh, excuse me. When you take a bite down on it, it seems kind of pleasant, a little fine. It's like a muted sweet taste to it. Slight tingle on the tongue. Don't know what that's about. And you swallow and it goes down fine. You feel okay.
Not bad. Little sweet. Nice tingle.
And
Edible.
so we have soft candy to sell.
Tingleberry.
Tingleberry.
That is exactly what we are going to call it. Tingleberries.
Tingleberry.
So I take the next hour and divide them up into equal little sacks to sell.
Well, you only had one big sack, so you can probably get about, like, I'll say 10 dime bags worth of these dingleberries.
Oh my god, he's peddling drugs.
All right.
I mean, they've got a tingle. You don't know what mass consumption could do.
I have 10 dime bags of tingleberries. It is time to go to market.
You not have to pay for
So,
taste testing?
Oh yeah, I use one bag as a taste test. The other 9 are for sale.
Let's do a small recap. In my D&D session today, what happened? Murder. I was a small child.
How do you know that? Who told you?
I just want to say that small child was on the wrong path. I mean, you start stealing bagpipes from what you assume to be homeless people. The next day, we're killing said homeless people. They were on a bad path. He did the world a service. Let's be honest.
Oh my god, this is gonna bite us so hard in the ass.
I'm hoping karma isn't the thing in the game, because if it is,
Oh, I told
Too late.
you guys. Consequences in the world.
Probably like some spoiled noble child's child, man.
Let's just say Ryan was lucky I rolled the way I did when it happened.
Was this like some sort of rich kid?
Well, he did say elven kid, so
No, I
probably.
mean that no one fucking saw him do it.
Yeah, that was pure extreme luck.
Yeah, that was really fucking lucky.
What are you gonna do to us?
What would happen if you murdered a small child in a village? Use your imagination.
Well, we'd be losing a bard at that point.
Wouldn't it be spooky if they were actually still alive?
He didn't know. He doesn't know how to check a pulse.
Nobody knows.
I just kind of poked him in the face. It's like, yeah, he's dead.
It was a small elven girl.
Put a straw through there, so
He knows how to get away with murder, just not.
It's
to know
too
if he
late. It
actually
has
did.
already happened. Moving forward.
Exactly. So, what are the rest of you guys planning to do today?
I'm gonna go back to the blacksmith myself.
I'm
And
gonna,
follow.
I'm gonna have to find these wizard people, and I'm gonna need a bigger person to show me the way.
I'll be that bigger person.
You,
Okay.
buddy.
I believe that's only Phelan unaccounted for.
Say
Yes.
that
You're the only one who hasn't mentioned what you're going to be doing today.
Oh, I thought you heard me. I was just gonna see if there's a church or someplace I can help. If there's anybody injured from yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Don't you ever get tired of tending the injured?
She's a cleric, so no.
You better hope not.
I hope I pray you
Oh.
never need them.
You're breaking up a bunch, Rhea, again. Sorry.
Sorry, I was fussing at John.
Oh, okay. Roll for fussing.
Is that a charisma check? I believe it'd be a charisma
I
check.
think that'd be close to intimidation, yeah.
Intimidation.
We'll start from the top and go down here. So the first group would have been Aflong and Snurp. You guys go off to see Brandon the Smith. You guys know where you're going. You can find him pretty easily enough. You do get there, and it seems to be he's, beating away at the anvil just as usual. It seems that he's not working on a plate anymore, but he seems to be trying to reform what seems to be like a bent sword. Get it repaired and kind of get rid of a crack that kind of formed in it and shit. Kind of sees you guys come up like, oh, great, it's you two shits again. What can I do for you?
Yes, big shit and iguana.
Oh,
You
you're
have-
called you an iguana, that's right. I kind of already forgot about you existing.
You have services to improve weapons. I probably can't afford it right now, but I wanted to check.
I mean, I can. It depends on what you want me to do. I am just a smith.
I pull out my maul and said, I want a counterweight for this. Is try to make it more accurate.
Trying to improve them all. That's going to be a little difficult. Let me kind of think here for a second. Give me a minute while I work out some bullshit. Let me think here. No, I want. God damn it. Oh, excuse me.
That was a good one.
Sorry, it's like beer with ice cream and dinner. It's
Ugh.
not all. It's just. Never mind.
Have you never had rum raisin?
Oh yeah,
That's alcohol and ice cream.
Raisins the shit.
This?
I actually have never had that.
Did they not give you? Just a second.
I should really make
Maybe
my
the
own-
closest thing to it would be a +1 weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to just work out costs. Don't help me. I need to be a big boy.
That's probably about.
I'm
5.
a big boy now.
I gotta say, Padley, it kind of sounded like you were about to hack somebody with your keyboard.
To do what?
Yeah, man.
You're
Sounded
hacking.
like you were, yeah, sounded like you were doing a lot of smart things on there.
You need to get another person on the keyboard to double hack.
Well,
I'm gonna start
Actually,
just
I like
looking
this guy
around.
rule. I'm gonna go with this. Sorry, what?
I'm just gonna look around for like nails or discarded knickknacks or anything like outside the door.
I mean, well, are you looking for stuff on the floor or stuff that he's got selling available for selling?
No, just outside the door.
Oh, well, make an investigation check. All right, I could probably do something to improve this, but honestly, it'd be quite a bit of work. These are normally hard to like actually improve. It'd probably take me maybe a good 2 days of work. Probably run you somewhere in the realm of about 500 gold, since I'd need some extra materials and it'd be quite a bit of a difficult job. I'd probably also need to go see one of my friends to kind of give it a bit of a kick up.
I see.
Otherwise, I can do detailing work or something superficial if that's what you're looking for.
I'll return at a later time. Curious, if I were to provide some materials, could you knock off some of the cost?
It depends on if you can find me the right kinds. For this thing, I'm thinking you're going to need some deuteric ore. I'm probably going to need some very, very high quality leather to redo the banding here. And a few lodestones, to be honest with you, because if I'm going to be doing anything to this, it's probably going to become, a bit slightly magical oriented. But if you brought me those, I'd bring the cost down to maybe about 200 gold for the service. I'm going to have to pay a friend to actually do some of the extra work.
Alright. All right, well, I'll return another time. By the way, do you know if there's any tanners around?
Yeah, I'll work with one. I can give you his information if you want.
Yes, please.
You're looking for Axton. He lives just downriver a little ways. They can't live too close to town. You know how stinks like asshole, much like your small friend here. Stop trying to pick nails out of my floorboards.
Ah, okay.
What'd you get for investigation, Snurp?
7.
7. You managed to find like maybe a couple of nails that were loose, but then he caught you trying to pick one that was actually still in the floorboards.
I don't take it. I just put it right back.
Okay. You just kind of like push it back with your little thumb. Anyway, anything else for you, or can I get back to work?
Return to your duties.
Oh, thank you so much for your permission. I appreciate it.
He just starts working.
I just walk away and
He doesn't like you.
Mutter,
I'm gonna
ass.
I'm gonna wait for him not to be looking. I'm gonna cast minor illusion to make it look like there's a dent in the weapon he's working on.
You guys just hear in the distance like, son of a bitch, I think I just fixed this, you fucking piece of shit. And then you just hear a bang as he just whipped it against the wall of the smithy. I'm fucking done with this thing. All this guy's gonna be pieces of shit. You just hear like cursing in the background.
I nod with satisfaction. I leave.
All right. Moving along then. Azure and Dragonborn. Which magic person are you looking for?
The directions to that guy south of town sounded pretty vague as shit, so I don't think we could really find him.
What, you mean your information from the fake not wizard Taylor isn't the most accurate?
Yeah, that ripoff.
Lol. I'm a tailor.
So I think we're just gonna go ahead with that herbalist guy.
Okay. It's not too hard. It's not that big of a town.
Cool.
After wandering around for maybe like an hour or two, you guys do end up finding information to find it, and it's a decent little hut near the edge of town. It's kind of got overpowering smells. There's racks of herbs drying out in front, various different plants, small garden attached to the side.
That seems magically.
Yeah.
I'm feeling some magically stuff coming from there.
Guess we're gonna go on and enter that place, you know?
Yeah.
As you kind of walk in, there's a large, what looks to be like a furbolg. I don't know if you guys know what furbolg are, but basically large, plant-loving, kind of fluffy guys. Not really fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to look up a furbolg.
Basically a cow person.
Yeah, pretty much. He's currently tying some things up on a rack out in the front. He kind of sees you guys approaching, like, "Oh, hey there. How can I help you, folks?"
What's his race?
Furbolg.
The fuck is a Furby?
I'll try to find you a picture of Furbolg.
Thank you.
Actually, just Google.
Will do.
Furbolg 5e.
How
Sorry.
do you spell all of that?
Yeah, let me just. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking.
F-I-R-B something, I think. P-O-L-G.
That's a Furbolg.
How to do this?
Yeah, can I help you too?
Is that a branch coming out of his foot? No. Okay, never mind.
Teach me your magic.
Yeah, it's not really something I can do too well unless you're more of the druidic persuasion, but I'm kind of guessing that, I don't know, are you... Sorry, you want me to teach you magic?
Yes.
Uh,
Travel many houses to get here.
okay. I mean, I've never taught anyone before. I don't really know what that would kind of infer, but we could try.
I see what you did there.
What?
You're a Furby.
Yes, that's what I am.
and you're a goblin, and he's a dragonborn. I don't get it.
Well, whatever. Teach me. What do you know?
I know how to pick good plants and commune with nature.
That's it.
I'm granted a little bit of magic just, from following the path of a druid, but
Where's that other guy who knows magic?
what the hell was his name again? Grammar. Grammar is he kind of lives in a smaller cottage, maybe about I think it's about half day's walk south of town if you follow the stream leading in.
That's so far away.
Well, doesn't really like people much, so he kind of keeps to himself.
Bring him here. Can you bring him here?
No, I own this. I can.
You can't bring him here. He's not even a good wizard.
Hey now. Hey.
My head.
I gotta. Well, hold on just a minute here. You guys come into my shop and you start, speaking insults at me, and it's honestly kind of rude.
I think it's pretty rude that we came all the way out here and you hardly even know shit.
I cross my arms in agreement.
Let's go.
Give me a second here.
Oh wow.
He kind of sits there, you see, like, I mean, I know some stuff, like some magics, but I mean, I just don't know what you mean by teach you. You'd have to actually study with me for quite a while, I think.
What magics do you even know?
I can do this. It kind of flicks his hand open, and just a fistful of flowers and branches kind of sprout from it, and then just sort of fall apart and into his hand. I can also do this. It kind of moves his other hand out, and a little flame kind of puffs out of it. It's not that huge, but something interesting.
I get startled by the flame.
I can call an animal along to do stuff for me, and I can talk to him if I want to.
Oh, that's so lovely. I know how to handle animals. I have matches, and I don't even care about your preschool little magic tricks. We're leaving.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Go back to loving flowers or whatever you do.
It's a pretty good
Hey,
birthday
I hope you don't
magician.
need any herbs anytime soon, because you're kind of a butt.
Fuck you, I have friends to buy me herbs.
You're a butt.
Okay. Kind of having a bad day now.
Now I feel terrible.
Calling us out there to learn magic, and he doesn't even have magic.
I'm just gonna go inside now. I suddenly don't want to be outside anymore. Kind of turns around and starts going into his hut. Kind of closes the door behind him, but you can see he's still looking out the small window with a sad look on his face.
Show them 1-4. Let's go. How's the gifts for having my back there?
He is going to be
No idea what
the
you
most
just said.
dangerous wizard.
Okay, so Azure, I'm going to ask you an honest request here. While I love the goblin voice, can you make it a little bit more intelligible, just for all of our
I'm
sake?
trying my best. I'm really
I know. It's really good. It's just that it is such a struggle of us to actually understand what you're saying.
No, I feel bad.
I'll try, Bradley.
Thank you.
My mouth hurts.
I'll just speak a little slower and draw out my words.
It works. It works.
Oh, my
So
mouth hurts so much from laughing.
So what are you two doing now?
I mean, that's a pretty productive start to the day, if I'm honest.
Well, with all those directions we stole from his mind, we're gonna go find the other asshole.
Okay, you guys are going to start going towards that end of town, following it upstream. You're going with him, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be a bit of a trek, but you guys could start that. Moving along, Charlatan and Grognar. What are you two up to?
We are going to take the candy that we have created, and we are going to set up in the market.
We just find like a couple of old crates that nobody's using to make a makeshift stage for the charlatan.
Okay, it's not too hard. You managed to rummage a couple up.
And we're going to put out, like, can we search around the area, just find like an old jar or anything else like that that's been discarded? Old pot, old pan, whatever.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
I will assist him, so make an advantage. Does he make advantage then?
Yeah, you can do that. I'll appreciate you asking instead of just telling him.
Yes. I caught myself.
Thank you.
So 13.
13. Okay. It takes you a while. You don't really find anything too nice. You do find like a small half cracked open pot that you could probably use.
That'll work. We're going to set it up right in front of the stand.
Okay.
And we are going to start selling the candy as a charity to help rebuild the burned portion of the building.
Okay.
Do you want to make a pitch, John?
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. And children, come close.
God, you're gonna play children.
As you're saying this, a few people do kind of start coming over a little bit. That one guard's like, yeah, I know him.
I hold open the one bag I've decided that it'll be freebies. And I just start offering it to the crowd. Give it a taste. See if you like it. We are running a charity here to try and rebuild, and I wave my arm in the direction of the destroyed portion of the building to try and raise money for the guards that lost their lives and the burning of the building. And, of course, my poor friend here was helping yesterday. I wave, and you can see the burned, starting to regrow remnants of Grognar's face.
I suddenly wish I was there, but I'm not.
You had a wish spell, you know.
Make an deception check, please, John.
He knows.
Wait, he's getting help, right?
Wait,
you have an advantage?
How would Chris be helping?
That's a good point.
I mean, he's pretty
he is
burned
on the
out.
stage looking sad and pathetic.
Exactly.
So I think that would help.
I'll take it. Sure. Go ahead and do an advantage.
I rolled a 10.
With advantage?
Yeah.
You need a roll.
Okay. A couple of them kind of look at you and just go like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And they just sort of turn around. Some of them start walking away. Some lady just kind of scoffs at you. That guard that you guys walked in was like, "Hey, that's really nice of you guys."
I like him.
I happily offer the guard one of the free samples.
He takes it. He kind of pops it in his mouth. He's like, "Kind of interesting. It tastes like bandoberries, really. Interesting. You guys realize that these are common around here, right?"
I'm just going to smile and shake my head and said, "No, I'm not from around here."
Oh, well, just to kind of give you a tip, they're actually pretty useful if you ever get poisoned. You can kind of get rid of that. Otherwise, they're a really good snack, and they help if you get a little bit, like plugged up the butt.
So they're essentially prunes.
Don't eat them raw, though. That's a really bad idea.
Boss, pivot, poison remedy.
That is exactly where we're going next. Okay, it's going to take us a moment to disassemble the stage and reassemble it. Actually, we need to move to a new location because this group of people thinks we're running a charity.
Okay, you guys start disassembling. We'll paddle along to Phelan there, but the guard's kind of sitting there, like watching you guys, like. So, this charity, how how's that work, really? That you guys are going to give the money to Vance, or?
I just kind of walk up to him, put my arm on his shoulder, like reach up and just give him a thumbs up, and don't say anything else.
I nod my head eagerly as we're taking things apart.
I'm still confused, but you guys are good. You go good folks. I'll put in a good word with you for Vance.
You know what? I'll actually look at it and say, thank you for the information. We've decided to move to a better part of town to try and raise more money for your cause.
Okay, good of you. Good on you. Oh, all right. I'll mention that you're helping out. It kind of like wanders off towards the car. Phelan, you spend a little bit of time working to find the local church. It's another one of those shared. It's similar to the one in the other town. It's quite a bit smaller. But it's a tiny little. It's almost more like a shrine than really a full church. It's a small house attached to a very small room with just like general open votives to whatever god you want to pray to. There is a older woman working there currently who is discussing things with a woman who seems to be in mourning. She kind of turns to you like, "Yes, dearie, how can I help you?"
I was here. Excuse me. I'm here to see if you needed any assistance with anything.
I think I'm fine here. I don't think I need too much. I would appreciate maybe if you could oh, I forget. Oh, I do need some things from market if you're willing to do a few errands for me.
Sure, not a problem.
Okay. First of all, I forget where I am. Oh, right, things from market. So if you're just going to generally help her out, she gives you a list of some groceries and stuff. She gives you a couple silver to go get them, which is exorbitantly too much. Do you just generally help her out as best you can?
Yep.
Okay. We'll say you spend a better part of the morning doing that. You come back with the groceries she wants. She kind of looks at you like, "Who are you?"
You asked me to help get groceries for you from the market.
No, I don't need any help right now, but I could use groceries.
These are for you, dear.
Oh, thank you, so kind of you. I don't need any of these right now, but I appreciate it.
Love it. And I give her back whatever money was left over.
Oh, a donation too. Thank you, dearie. Thank you. Okay. That's very nice of you.
You should have just back.
Oh, I recognize you. Oh, you're such a sweet lass.
Time to put Granny in a home. She's going senile.
You know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to break out of context. It's like all I can see is Mrs. Doubtfire talking to Rhea.
Oh,
That would be great if you used her forgetfulness to keep coming back saying how you're gonna go get her more groceries every time.
This is
one
specifically
silver.
why I dumped this NPC in front of Phelan and not you.
What?
I noticed he also didn't dump it in front of me and Grognar.
Hell no, that'd be way too easy for you guys.
I'm assuming she's just really elderly.
She's pretty old. She has some somewhat Coke bottle lenses on her eyes. She seems very sweet, but she seems very misled and misguided. Though it seems that the few people you've seen in this place so far that have like come in still rely on her for some like support, obviously. So she's not totally a lost can of whatever.
Wait, is this the church?
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, this is the church.
She
No,
will turn- What?
John, no. You go over there and stay over there.
Anyway,
Sorry.
turns to Phelan. So what are you doing here, dearie?
I'm just passing through. I figured I'd stop and pay my respects to the local temple and see if any assistance was needed.
That's very kind of you. Who do you pay homage to?
Salune,
Salute. Oh, wonderful.
moon goddess.
And what brought you down that path?
She is followed by my village from where I'm from.
Oh,
It's very good, very good. Keeping up traditions is important. It's good to carry on the spirit of where you come from. It brings a bit of your home along with you wherever you are. So
I
bless
agree.
your heart. I don't remember what I'm doing today. And she kind of just sort of spaces out a little bit of a smile on her face. She seems to be carefree enough.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm gonna wander off.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to be going towards after your help at the church?
I'm just gonna kind of wander the town until later in the day.
Okay. Does someone have like an alarm clock going off?
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything either.
No, I don't hear anything.
That's your alarm pad.
I'm gonna go figure out what's beeping. Pause for 1 second, though.
All right, we can discuss back what we're gonna name our group.
Got it, Jimmy.
I did.
What was that, Rhea?
I did like the weird alliance that Athlon posted.
Yeah.
Anyone have other suggestions? Because I also too like the Weird Alliance.
Totally not child murderers.
We're not the child murderers. We don't know that happened. We have plausible deniability.
So help me God, if in my effort to sell candy to children you screw me, I will not forget it.
And we can just call ourselves
Cut out. Didn't hear it.
Sorry, I just saw what note got added.
Oh, I need to see this.
I just don't know if Alliance really sells to like a group name.
Plausible deniability. What's your group name? Plausible deniability.
You're gonna be the sketchiest motherfuckers if we're called that.
I mean, we already got a few sketchy characters in this group, so
Yeah, we've already gotten a lot of weird looks from people.
if the glove fits.
We're the world famous group, Plausible Deniability. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, does it?
Yeah.
No.
I like it. I think it works.
So I'm just not sold on the word alliance in it. So I'm okay with weird for sure.
Weird?
I thought we were going with plausible deniability.
Oh.
I personally just like that one. We can go with whatever.
John, what is your thoughts on that?
So long as it doesn't land the poor dwarf and I in prison because you chose to attack a child, I'll be happy.
It was.
Frankly, I don't know what your alignment is, but if you had half a brain, you'd go back and make sure she was dead so she couldn't tell the guards.
I was panicking.
I know, but now you have had time to cool off and think, and rationality should say the last thing we need is the guards being told this.
You've seen the Dragonborn for like 3 sessions now. Do you think there's much rationality there?
No.
That was an alarm clock, and when I went to open up another beer, I cracked the rim of the beer open.
Good job.
That was weird. Anyway.
Roll 20 for strength.
Roll for glass shard.
Winging back up, Afflong and Snurp. What are you guys up to next?
I was going down to the tanner.
Yeah, all right.
No, that was in
Okay.
town, yeah?
He's downriver a little bit. Typically, tanners end up staying outside of town because their process stinks like butthole.
Oh, okay. How far is that?
It's only like a 20-minute walk.
Okay, yeah, I'll head there.
Okay.
Snurp follows looking for shinies on the way.
Looking for shinies, just like random coins on the street and stuff like that.
Anything like that. Anything I can like snag and get away with real quick.
Go for another investigation check.
No.
That one is a 16.
You managed to find, in the duration of your walk, you do manage to find maybe about 4 copper and a silver.
and a couple really shiny buttons. I don't know if you want to keep those or not.
I will take the buttons.
Okay, you can add 2 very shiny red buttons to your inventory.
Shiny red button. Okay.
A couple of fancy looking rocks and stuff like that, but nothing too significant.
I will also take the rocks.
Okay. You have a fistful of just shiny random objects. You guys do manage to get to Axton, who is currently outside in the middle of the river. Seems to be he's dunking some hides in the water. I don't actually know how tanning works in detail. You kind of turns to the rest of you guys like, hello.
Immersion.
Ouch! Right in the immersion.
Hi. Can I help you guys?
Yes. Are you Axton the Tanner?
That I am. What can I do for you?
What race is he?
He's just a human. He seems to be a bit of like a probably later middle-aged, kind of ripped. Currently just wearing a vest and some simple pants, just kind of sitting out. Like seems like he's been doing a long day of hard work. He's sitting in front of like along the river there. He has like a fistful of other hides that are currently sitting in tanks of something that smells awful, which is most likely just pee collected from the townsfolk.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna ask him. Do you do any special orders? I just have a small project I want to do.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with that. What do you have in mind?
So I go into my stuff. I pull out a bullhorn, and I'm just asking him. I want to be able to strap this to my belt or to my side or something without having fear of losing it. Is there anything you can do for that?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. I'd do that for you for about a silver for the strips of leather it takes. I mean, if you want anything decorative, that's going to be more, but
it just pretty easy practical.
All right, I'll take that, and if you come back, probably say around 5-6 o'clock dinner time or something like that, I'll have it done for you.
All right, I go ahead and pay him for it. I do want to hold on to the bullhorn, so I just let him take measurements or whatever.
Yeah, no, or
what's that?
Is he saying yes? He's like really.
Yeah, you cut out, Justin.
Oh, can you hear me right now?
Now we can.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was like, I'm just telling him, yeah, but can you just measure it? I want to keep the horn with me.
Oh, sure. Oh, you're looking for a strap. Okay, yeah, sure. All right, I can do that.
What was it?
Kind of runs inside, grabs a string, starts kind of like running it along the thing. Kind of scratches some things down on a chunk of wood. Goes back inside. All right. I prefer payment up front if that's all right.
He said 1 silver, right?
Yes, I did.
I'll actually give him 2 silver for the trouble.
All right.
For the labor, essentially.
Just for you.
I'd like to look around and see if he has any studded leather armor.
Studded leather armor?
Mm-hmm.
He does not have any studded leather armor. He does have what seems to be the making of leather armor. If you remember back when you looked at Brandon's, actually, he had studded armor sitting on his shelf.
Oh, he did? I thought it was just regular leather. Okay.
Well, he had some normal leather armor as well, but you were asking for normal leather.
Yeah.
It seems to be that Axton must supply Brandon with leather armor, so Brandon can actually add the studding.
Okay. Makes sense.
If you wanted to buy studded, you can kind of retcon that back if you saw it at the other place.
Yeah, let's do that if you don't mind. I wasn't really thinking.
All right, flashback. Thank you. Yes, I can get you studded leather. That'll be about 45 gold, I think.
Oh, 45? May not have that much.
Flash forward.
Well then, shut the fuck up. Stop asking me for things. It's not pulling nails out of my fucking floor.
Sorry.
And flashback. There you go. That handled that. All right. We'll swing back down here. Womble and the Dragonborn, you guys are finally coming up to what seems to be the cottage that you guys have been looking for. It's been pretty long in the day. It's probably about... You guys didn't spend very much time insulting the Furbolg, so it'd probably only be about 1 or 2 in the afternoon. He seemed to kind of overestimate the amount of time it would take for you to get there. And you're coming up on a cottage that seems to be just sort of isolated out by itself, and the path that you were following ends here. So obviously it was specifically a path to get to this guy's house. There doesn't seem to be anything past it.
Yes, finally.
I feverishly walk up and knock on the door.
Yes?
Magic. Teach me your magic.
What in the world is at my door? He kind of, like, a few seconds later, you kind of see the door open, and a very, very lithe, like, very thin, tall elf, probably about the height of you, Ryan, kind of opens the door, kind of skeletal-looking face, like, very bony.
I pose.
You pose?
Yes.
He opens the door, and he very much looks down his long, pointed nose at both of you, and kind of goes, "Good Lord, what can I do for you two?"
I've traveled so far to learn some magic from you.
Great.
There was this other ripoff artist trying to act as though he knew magic. But you know magic like an elf.
He just kind of stares at you for a good, long, like, 30 seconds, and he kind of goes, "To whom do I owe the pleasure of them tipping you off of where I live?"
I don't know. With some weirdo. He could make flowers and shit appear. It was worthless.
That would be Silbor. Great.
I am Womble Dumble, your new apprentice.
I didn't ask, and no.
Yes.
I'm still playing music in the background.
You're just playing your fucking bagpipe?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Apprentice, this man will play music for you.
I cannot express how much I am not interested in any of your offers. If you are looking for magic lessons, I offer them at a steep rate.
How much?
It depends on what you want to learn. What are you looking to learn?
What magic do you know?
Quite a bit. I don't have to sit here and list what I know to you. I highly doubt you even have the funds for my fee.
I'm a very wealthy little gobbo.
Okay, what spells would you like to learn from me?
Is there any spell that can help me make friends?
You're going to have to speak a little bit less phlegmy-like.
Is there any spells that can help make friends?
Make friends. I believe there's quite a few of them. There's Fast Friends, which is one that's quite standard.
Oh. Fast friend.
Is that on the wizard list? It is. Okay. Well, you are technically a warlock, aren't you, Azure?
No.
Is he? I don't know.
I thought he was a wizard.
Oh, he's a wizard. All right.
Yeah, goblin, wizard, kobold, warlock.
No, instead of asking you to show all of your spells, how about I just look in your spell book?
I have 23 spell books, and no, you cannot see any of them without payment, and I will teach you directly.
Damn.
If you are looking to learn Fast Friends, I can teach you that. It will take about half of a day, and it will cost you...
Wait. Can I use it on worms?
Can you what?
I would like to use this spell on worms.
He just gives this horrid, like, disgusted, confused, insulted, like, it's as if you vomited on the shoes of a rich man at a party.
from the ground.
And I just drop to the ground, wriggling about like a worm.
John, I thought we were going to have the most off the wall section, but they got this.
We have lost that cheese.
He sits there. He looks at the Dragonborn. He looks down again. 200 gold, 6 hours for fast friends. Do you need anything else?
No. Friends.
Get out of my house before I remove you.
Wait. I can pay.
You can pay 200 gold.
Wait. 200 gold. Rip-off artist.
Leave my house now.
We're leaving. You stupid idiot.
I start shaking my head at him again.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
He kind of just sits there and he stares at you both like, frankly, I honestly do not know how much worse you could have made this day.
Let's go.
And then that's the only thing he says, and he just closes the door again.
Let's go. That guy probably didn't even know any magic.
Should have got a demo. Next time, get a demo.
Okay.
The Dragonborn's encouraging him. This is the best timeline.
Oh.
What the fuck have I started?
So that's 3 of us have gone out looking for things to buy, and all 3 of us have had severely under the amount of gold that we need.
You're looking for expensive shit, guys. Like, I'm finding other people's systems, but like what you're asking for is harder to get.
See, you need to go me and John's route. We're trying to make money, not
Yeah,
spend.
you are.
Yeah,
Kidnap
you're right.
That's what we need to do.
You're gonna what?
Kidnap a wizard.
You know what, Ryan? I'll mirror Matt Mercer here and say you can certainly try.
Hey, Padley.
Yeah.
Are we still by his house?
You guys are probably only about like 50 feet away from it. Yeah.
Could we play the bagpipe outside it?
I do have a drum on me. I can give him a drum to play with me.
So are you guys just gonna start playing outside of house?
Yeah, it's a drum circle.
Okay. Give me a minute.
He's looking up spells to fry your asses.
Or the guards are going to come.
No, he's too far from guards, I think. Unless he has like a dedicated guard.
Then they can join the.
Could be a patrol guard. Yeah.
Why?
Fuck, what's it called? See, my problem is I don't play enough magic users to like remember every spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, he is using spells out.
DM.
Does he know silence?
Like about like 12 seconds into you guys playing, he kind of opens his window. He stares at you with like this kind of like furrowed eyebrow, and he kind of flicks a small little piece of parchment in your direction that just kind of burns up in the air. And all of a sudden, even though you're playing to your heart's content, it's completely quiet.
Damn.
And he just kind of goes. He just kind of takes like a big deep breath, sighs, and then walks back inside and closes the door. You guys keep playing as hard as you can, but no sounds coming out.
I start screaming.
And nothing comes out.
You hear nothing.
Oh, fuck.
Amazing.
Okay. I think to end it all, I'm gonna have to shit on his doorstep.
I go around back and pee on his back door.
Oh, that's a good idea. I genuinely don't think we could do anything else to this guy.
What the hell are
Or
we
you could
watching?
accept that, you know,
Unfold.
you could
Can
accept
you
the
pass-
limitations that are set and move on, like Snurp did.
Wait, can you cast infestation on his front door?
It doesn't
It'll only
last.
be there for... It doesn't.
Are you trying to sneak up to his house to do this?
Oh shit.
Yes. Make stealth checks with disadvantage because you guys are actively engaging this guy.
Okay, he expects us.
I mean, you haven't fucking left.
I got a 2.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not how fucking dice work. I got a.
You have to roll 2 and take the lesser one, right?
Okay, so I take the 14 out of the 2 then. And plus, how much numbers do I have for stealth? Let me get to character.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got a 6 total. So that's cool.
Okay.
And I got a stealth
I don't think I'm going to
plus
make it.
2, 16.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Should we give each other a hug before we do this? We might not see each other.
I'd like you guys both to make. So as you guys are approaching his house, he kind of pokes his head out. Are you serious? And he reaches in his bag and he flicks a couple of berries in your guys' direction. I want you both to make charisma saving throws.
Oh no!
Or wisdom save. Wisdom save. Sorry.
How do you do that?
You roll a
so you
d20.
Yep. In the top left, you have a list of saves.
Ooh.
Top
And then
left.
you got-
Azure.
And then you add your saving modifier to it? Or what?
It can't be any higher than 5, my dude. You
It is
failed.
5. I got 7.
Ryan, did you find yours?
No, I'm not. I've rolled the 20, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do after that.
On the top left of your character sheet, there should be a block that says saves with a bunch of different like strength, dex, charisma, or con.
Yeah.
What's your wisdom one?
Oh. I think it's still...
Plus 2.
So your total is
5.
Okay. As you guys are about to drop trow, all of a sudden, immediately, you guys are overcome with a sudden realization that this man is all right, and you have wronged him. You genuinely find it's in your best interest to pick up your pants and walk as far as you can away from this house. Actually, no, you just start running. You can't help it. You just know you need to run. This man, the best thing you could do for him right now is run, and he deserves it, and you're just compelled to. And both of you guys, like with your pants still partially falling down, just start jogging right back to town. And about an hour later, you guys get like probably to the edge of town, and then you just snap out of it like, what? You have no idea what just happened.
Hey guys, you got that demo.
He was a wizard.
Rest. I wish I could do that to people.
Should we go back?
I feel I could find a lot out of today.
Good thing, little buddy. Sure.
Should we go back?
I don't think I have facepalmed this much in the course of 3 hours of my life.
I know. This is getting painful.
You know what? I feel like I want to point out something that Cheese just brought to my attention. That the mage is an elf, and there is a dead elf child out in the woods.
Oh, I already noticed that.
I should have fucking laughed at... Oh, wait. No, I didn't know a child died. Can't laugh at him for the... Oh, wait. Somebody here does know. Damn it, you could have laughed at him for having a dead child.
Oh, no!
God damn.
He seemed a little too powerful to do that.
He was going to kill us.
I think if you go back, he probably will.
Yeah, probably will.
This is one of the really times that I'm very glad I've got like the fucking poker face through Discord. Okay. What are you guys going to try to walk back?
Let's head back.
I sure
to
I hope not.
my legs are still hurting.
Give him at least a week.
I'd say we go back.
What did you say, Azure?
I don't want to go back. Let
Okay. So you're in town. Ryan, you're going back into town.
Yeah, I'm staying with him. I'm not going back there.
That's probably going to eat up the remainder of your guys' day. Athlong and Atco, or Athlong and Snurp, you guys, Xanar and Snurp, Jesus fuck, too many names. You guys managed to get back to Axton after a little bit. He's like, here you go. It's the best job I could do. He's did a pretty good job of making a sling, like an attachment for your horn. It seems to fit perfectly well. It's actually pretty comfortable, and it's well made.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem. If you have anything else, let me know.
Will do. And I want to go back to town and like see if there's any like boards or postings for like bounties or some other jobs.
Okay. Snurp, are you doing anything while he's going back?
I'm following at this point. Just tagging along.
I just want to say I do not endorse laughing at people who've lost a child.
Make an investigation check as you're checking around town for posters.
Can I make one too?
Yeah,
Or...
yeah. Actually, you can. Well, actually, you can either make one separately or you can help Athlong.
I'll help him.
Okay, so advantage on you there, Athlong.
Okay, what is my investigation? It's not that great. I'm not using these dice. I'm going to use these dice.
Can't be much worse than mine.
Motherfucker, 7.
7. You kind of wander around a little bit. You don't seem to find any like sort of wanted poster. There seems to be some job postings for like. There seems to be some job postings for some simple shit around town, like just currying shit or like part-time job at the stable. It seems like the part-time job at the stable one's a very old sign. No one's touched it in a long time.
Wait, what's the carrying shit one?
Oh, it's just a simple, like, general laborer job. Like, they just basically need someone to move crates between a warehouse and, like, basically a market.
Is it just a temporary thing?
It's a general kind of, like, labor-type job. It looks like it pays 5 copper a day.
Ew.
That's peasant work, yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
You don't want that.
Yeah, they don't.
I was hoping it'd be, like, really heavy shit. That's,
I mean,
people
for sure, if you like showed up for the job, you could probably argue your way into a better rate, but it's a peasant job. I'm just saying, that's all the kind of poster work you find around town.
Yeah.
You do manage to find the one board where there is that one advert though for seems they're offering 100 gold a Knoll camp, which you guys have already known about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rhea knew about it. We didn't.
Well, you see it now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. Wait, do I take the posting or just keep it in mind?
You probably want to keep it in mind. I mean, these things have been up there, so I think you get to take the posting when you actually fulfill the contract.
Wait, can I look around and see if there's people around?
Yeah, it's pretty. You're kind of in the market square, so it's pretty.
Okay.
You see your charlatan and the lizard and the dwarf guy kind of like moving crates away.
Well, I was gonna rip it off, but I don't want to do it when there's a bunch of people that can see me do that.
Okay.
So I'll keep that in the back of my mind, and well, from what Rhea gathered, she knew that it was pretty much like the smoke that we saw earlier, but I don't know that personally. My character doesn't know that personally.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just bring it up with them, with the rest of the group, about the Knoll stuff, in case they want to do that, because that's a reasonable amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, it's probably by the time you're done with that, it's probably getting a little bit closer to the time designated. It's probably getting closer to dinner time. I'm guessing.
Did we agree to meet somewhere, or are we just going to go back to?
Meet at the tavern.
Yeah, tavern.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we are meeting at the tavern.
Yeah, because we have to order the special drink at night.
So you wander off. I'm gonna say I'm guessing by this point that Athlong or that Azure Womble and the Dragonborn, you guys are probably heading back to the tavern, unless you're gonna completely fuck off and forget about the rendezvous.
Nah, we're gonna head back. We have smart brain.
Okay. Chris, or Grognard and the charlatan, you guys managed to set up in a different part of town. What are you trying to pitch?
Now we are selling anti-poison berries to raise money for the tower.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. You have help too, so make it with advantage.
15.
15? Okay. What are you rating? What are you selling them for? What price do you have them rated at?
This is what you feel like giving to help your soldiers that have been injured, died, protecting you, all that other good jazz.
Now I would like you to also make a deception check with advantage.
Such is the life of a charlatan.
19.
Okay.
And I'm in the crowd watching this, right?
You would have passed by this if you wanted to see it, you and Snurp.
I mean, I was going to go back to the tavern, but now that I see this going on, I'm just kind of slowing down and just watching it from a distance.
I'd say over the course of the afternoon, you managed to sell about 6 of the bags. It seems most of the locals know what they are, and they're just kind of like, okay. You guys do get a few travelers who end up paying a little bit in. A few of the locals do just donate without buying. Just genuinely thinking you're there to help. I would say take away 6 of those little dime bags.
Okay.
And you can add to your inventory that you guys made, let's say, 3 gold, 6 silver, and 9 copper.
Would you say 3 gold, 6 silver?
Yep.
And 9 copper.
All divisible by 3. What a coincidence, Padley.
I think not.
Shut up.
You got that, John?
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Rhea, what do you spend in the afternoon? You're just kind of wandering around town?
Yeah.
Okay. At one point, you do wind up seeing Vance in the town square if you wanted to say hi to him or anything.
I don't want to bother him.
Okay. He seems to be talking with, it seems to be like a shorter woman. She seems kind of heated. And he kind of seems to be talking to her a little bit, but then, yeah, you kind of go along your day.
Yeah, it's
unless,
not going to be easy.
can you repeat that?
I'm going to be fairly simple. I'm not going to do much.
Okay. You just spend a pleasant day wandering around town. It seems that things are kind of recovering a little bit. The town seems kind of shaken by the events, but they're pretty steadfast, it seems, in the fact that they're able to go about their daily business. There's a few in mourning due to knowing the guards or being family members, but it's a big enough town and community that they kind of come together on it. And then you can come back to the tavern as well. You guys all reconvene at miscellaneous times as the charlatan and Grognard kind of pack it in. It seems less and less people kind of went by at that point because it's not that big of a town. I mean, the same 5 people keep going by, so you kind of figure you saturated the market.
All right, boss, let's back it up.
All right, we're gonna start. We'll just start putting the boxes back where we found them and packing in.
Yep.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Oh God, that's.
Let me begin.
And you guys can make your way back into the tavern. Hilda kind of welcomes you back, like, "Oh, welcome back. Y'all have a fulfilling day there."
I just kind of give her a nod.
I smiled and shake my head. It was a good day.
By the way, can you please try not to peddle berries in front of my inn? I could hear your pitches, sweetie, and they're not very sincere.
Ouch.
Ragnar kind of laughs a little, like.
I'll grin and say we'll try to keep it out of earshot next time.
It's appreciated. She seems like she knows the shit that you guys are doing, and she's not approving, but she's not going to do anything about it.
And see, that's
That
why
is the best kind of person we know.
What are you guys doing?
Would you like to buy berries?
Wait, we are back at the tavern now, right?
Yeah, all you guys have chambered, like, funneled back in, I think, at this point.
Yeah. I'm guessing Ria's back too.
Mm-hmm. Ria was the first back.
Ah.
Are we all back?
You're all back.
Hooray!
All right. So, shall we go ahead and do this?
What time of day is it? Is it late enough? Or...
It's getting pretty. It's dinner. It's basically around the time that Manson mentioned.
Okay, then yeah, let's do this.
All right. We go up to the. It is the lady we're going to be talking to, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we go up to the lady. I say, 6 shots of the special. Hold the vodka.
She kind of looks at you, kind of turns around. Oh, all right, that's an interesting preference. Go wait at that table there, and I'll call for you in a second, okay? And she kind of points to a table over in the corner, and then she kind of walks off into the back for a second.
Good thing we hold vodka. Vodka smell bad.
Oh, I do have my horn attached to my hip now.
Mm-hmm. About 30, 40 seconds later, she comes out. Yes, so about that, we won't be able to fill your order, but we can get that bath that you requested. So if you could go up and check that room there, it'd be much appreciated. It should be all ready for you.
Yeah.
Snurp is completely confused by this whole exchange.
Ragnar just walks in that general direction. I know where it is.
We're all going to the bath together.
Are we all, or is it just
Yeah.
Xanar?
We'll all go, so that way we're all knowing.
Snurp is still confused.
Where's
Is he at
Alan?
least following confused?
Where's Alan? Where's the goat?
Hell.
Alan's not with us, is he? He's off doing his own thing, I think, right?
Hell no. You guys saw him down in the tavern, but like he kind of did that I'm not gonna notice you guys unless you say anything thing while he's drinking with some other people.
Got it.
Yeah, we'll ignore him.
You know what? I actually will go over and sit next to him.
No,
And I'll ask him
you
how
need
it went.
Uber.
No.
No.
We're in the middle of something, boss. Come on.
You
I
missed
think
out
that-
last time.
I could go pester a local merchantman.
Well, you need to stay with us.
There's money to be made.
Don't split the group.
What the little one?
I walk over to John and whisper in his ear, "Boss, 100 gold."
That is enough to give a gilded look in his eyes, and he instantly darts from the table.
Alton basically goes, "Oh, great. I mean, hi. Oh, never mind." Well, I never met them in my life. No, I honestly have no idea who that was. You guys wander off. You guys going up to the bathroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not the bathroom, but it's the room for the bath.
I get it.
It is a bathroom, I guess. Anyway, you guys get up there, you open the door, and instead of the tub that's normally there, it seems that it is currently lifted up on a hinge, and there's a ladder going down underneath it.
What?
That wasn't here yesterday.
Oh, who'll make this?
Am I gonna be able to fit?
Yes, it's pretty big.
Okay.
I hope you didn't charge us extra for this.
All right, I start going down the ladder while everyone's debating this thing.
Okay.
No fear from the dwarf.
Well, the dwarf also can see in the dark.
That's also true.
You guys go down, and it seems you go down 1, 2, 3 floors to wind up in basically what seems like a pretty dimly lit cellar. Who's last one down?
Snurp last one.
I'll follow after Grognar.
Yeah, you see as you're getting down, Snurp, then all of a sudden, as you're coming down, you don't know from what, but all of a sudden the panel above you just sort of like slams shut.
Panic! Panic! Panic!
Just say panic?
Yes. Yes.
Happens often.
How much longer are we going to keep going? You guys think?
Probably stopping really soon, actually. I kind of had a point in mind.
Okay. Just wondering.
Not
So, yeah.
a combat session. Oh,
I
no,
was-
that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true. The Dragonborn had a combat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Welcome
Also
to the
wanna
world's
ask-
most one-sided fistfights.
I also want to generally ask, what is your guys' preference for density of combat? Because I kind of want to know like what you kind of expect.
I'm fine with pretty much anything, unless it's just all action, like way above our level kind of action. That's the only preference. I don't have.
But some fighters.
I like a balance of combat and roleplay.
Okay, that's kind of what I shoot
That way,
for.
like some combat, but at the same time, I enjoy getting my shenanigans on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of the balance I go for. If I ever kind of way too much in one direction or other, just let me know.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be
see.
like completely
Murder hobo.
unfair and one-sided to one or the other, which yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I like to make combat and stuff interesting. I will never deliberately murder you guys. I do like to make it so it's dangerous and there's chance of death though.
Yeah, the last game don't go as far as my one friend did, where he made like a level 4 or 5 combat encounter for our level 1 party.
Well,
He
I
didn't
hope
understand combat levels.
if you
Well-
are stupid enough to get yourself killed, the DM lets you die.
Yes, I do. But what I try to do with combat is that I kind of like push you guys to see where you can get, and then I ease up and I push, and I try to make it more balanced. Anyway, you guys get down the ladder. You kind of there's a bit of a. It's not really like you get to the bottom of the ladder, and it's about like a small 5x10 room, and then beyond that, it seems to be kind of a bit of a cellar with some barrels along the side, and you see sitting at the table there is Vance, kind of sipping at one of the tall vodkas, just kind of staring at you guys like, "Welcome, have a seat."
I take a seat. Thank you for seeing us.
I also take a seat and just nod.
Right.
I'll just
I'll put
stand.
down next to Grognar.
I'll stand.
I'll sit.
Okay.
Snurp sit on floor.
Okay. Kind of goes like, "There's chairs." Never mind. So, first question. Do you guys know what you're holding?
No.
Good.
All we were told was to deliver it to you.
All right, I'll take it.
I hand over the scroll.
He takes it. He kind of pops a lid on it and pulls it apart, and you guys can see that there's a scroll inside of it as well.
Oh,
But he doesn't really let you get that much of a view of it. He kind of stares at it for a second, and then he slides it shut, closes it again, and then he reaches down and he puts it in one of his parchments, in like one of his pouches. So, thank you for delivering that. I got to ask though, why was he entrusting you with it? What's your history with Hanneman?
We were in a cage together, and he didn't have a choice. He decided to run. Some dudes in some brass armor were rounding everybody up, looking for him.
He felt like we were the best option for the job.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice, though. I do trust Hanneman's judgment. He kind of sits there and he looks kind of pensive, and he's thinking for a minute.
The guy on the floor hated the dwarf.
Oh,
Just saying.
the fellow you mean that attacked me?
What guy?
What's going on? I'm lost all of a sudden.
I'm lost too.
Never mind. I keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
So, could you tell us what this is all about? Or at least enlighten us a little bit?
I don't think you really want to know.
Why would
Let's
we not
just
want
say
to know?
that you are helping to secure the safety of this country.
If I may,
I don't trust that. That sounds alarming.
we just risked our lives to bring this to you.
Of course. I'm sure that I could probably come up with some sort of compensation if that's what you're looking for.
He promised many gold.
What is the safety of the state you were talking about?
Mistake?
The safety.
Can you repeat that? I think I hear clicking and stuff behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of clicking.
What is the safety of the state you were talking about?
It's just that. Frankly, unless I got to know you more or understood your intentions here, I don't need to tell you anything. Your efforts are appreciated, though. They'll go a long way to making sure that the status quo is maintained.
Fair enough.
I trust him. I don't trust this guy.
You can make an insight test check if you want to see if he's bullshitting you or not.
Sure, I do that.
Okay.
I do as well, just because we were promised a hefty reward and he's being kind of dodgy about it.
Right.
Ooh, that was actually good.
What'd you get, Ryan?
That isn't. Okay.
I got
Mine
rolled
is
a
16.
What
Okay.
did you get, Ryan?
I rolled a 16.
Okay. He seems to be a little awkward at this kind of speech. He doesn't seem like he's being disgenuine, but he's not used to like obscuring information the way that he is right now. That's what you can kind of pick up from it.
He's hiding something.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
With this being so important, why send it to the captain of the guard of a small town?
Oh,
Why-
sorry. Okay,
why
I'll get
would
to your
you
question in a
trust it?
second here. What is everyone else's checks? Chris, you were checking something.
I was
What'd you
checking insight too,
get? Yep. What'd you
and
get?
I rolled an 18.
From what you can tell, he seems to genuinely have no idea about what kind of reward was promised here. He just doesn't know. He literally doesn't know what Hannerman might have said, probably. John, you were also doing a check?
I rolled the 16 as well, so I'll just take what you gave the first time.
Phelan, as you asked that, he kind of sits there. What? Sorry, can you ask that again?
If this information or whatever we had and provided to you was so important, why send it to the captain of the guard of a small town?
And why entrust it with a group of random people?
Yeah.
To answer your first one, I can't tell you. Believe me, you don't want to know. To answer your second one, oh shit. We'll get back to the first one in a second. But to answer the second one, you guys met Hannerman, right?
Yes.
He's a weird fucking guy. He's kind of on the fly. He's smart. He's brilliant, really, but he makes weird choices. They work out in the end, but
He promised us 100 gold each.
he kind of spits a little bit like, sorry, fucking what?
100 gold each. What he promised.
Oh, that prick.
The dwarf's not lying.
He sits there and he kind of puts his head on his hand. That fucking prick. 700 gold. That fucker thinks I have 700 gold just sitting around in the coffers. Fuck.
We do take payment plans.
He kind of just glares at you, a small grin
I glare
appears
at
at the edge of his mouth.
Could you tell us it was on the paper?
He kind of sits there and he says, like, I can do like 50 gold now. I frankly cannot give you guys 100 gold a pop without drawing a lot of suspicion.
Well, that's cool. We don't care about suspicion.
Can you guys like, kind of stares at you like,
I
okay.
wish we had cameras on right now because my face.
Kind of just stares at the dragon.
I'm just so like stoic focused on him, like I'm ignoring everything else.
Right. Kind of stares at you like, look, I know you folks aren't from around here, but we, you know, you're pretty much in the shit anyway. So this scroll that you brought me, it's part of what keeps this country neutral, and that's why it's so fucking important to keep it. It likely contains things that Reichland would really not like to get out, and the Hafan theocracy would fucking love to get a hold of. Long story short, you guys are getting involved in something a little bit over your heads. I can pay you, but frankly, I need a better excuse in the public eye to give you that much gold.
Well, we saved some guard last night.
Oh, hey, that's pretty smart. Okay. Yeah, I could probably work up to 50 gold for that.
We made wizard friends.
You made wizard friends with who?
Friends. The wizards.
You mean the druid and the wizard outside of town?
Yeah.
That's weird. They don't. I mean, the Silborn normally makes friends pretty good, but not Xenoc.
We have friendly faces.
no.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You know,
Zilnak and what was the other one?
Xenak and Silbor. Silbor is the herbalist. Xenak is the guy out on the edge of the forest who... Yeah, I'm gonna say it right fucking now. There's no way you guys made friends with him. The guy's a prick.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I want 200 gold for a single crappy spell. That's more than I make in a lifetime.
No, you'll probably make quite a bit more if you survive a few more weeks.
Now that's metagaming.
Phelan, are you trying to say something?
I was just waiting to get around back to the first. Send it here.
You know what? Forget money. I want magic. Give me magic.
Give us magic money.
I can't give you magic. Phelan, can you also repeat that a little bit louder? Sorry.
Wondering why send that here? Why send the scroll here?
Do bandits have any?
Somewhere like the capital city or something like that.
Is that why town was raided?
Can I ask you guys for another favor?
Okay.
Gold.
You guys like money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chinese
And
are
I
good.
already noticed that you guys have not fucked around with this. Can you guys hold on to this thing for a little while? I just got attacked by the Hafan Theocracy. I don't think I'm a safe drop point anymore.
I'll take it. I reach
Okay.
for the scroll.
Now, he doesn't like totally give it to you. He kind of stops halfway and stares you dead in the eye. And he goes, I need your word that this will not fall into the hands of anyone but you, Stan Hannerman, or I totally forgot who was going to place on that. You, Stan Hannerman, or the Lord at fucking A. I'm totally screwing this up.
My immersions.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You, Stan Hannerman, or the Master Treasurer in Nahan. That's it, okay?
Master Treasurer and where?
Did you say Master Treasurer?
Oh God.
Yes.
Master
don't get any ideas.
Master Treasurer of where? I didn't make it out.
Of Nahan. It's the capital city of our country.
Okay.
Isn't that where we're headed anyway?
I have no idea where you guys are going.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
No.
Is that where Alan wanted to go?
Yeah.
That is where Alan wanted to go.
He was going to go to Nahan if he still had merchandise to sell.
Mm.
Oh, we have merchandise to sell.
Lol.
Instead, he was going to go to Gomond, where he is
Which
from.
is the other direction.
Yep.
Shit.
But that's just where he was going. He's gonna kind of sit there. Okay. Actually, I could use a bit of a brainstorm here. Oh, so long story short, you'll be filled in more about this probably by Stan or the treasurer, but I probably can't tell you too much more. I probably already told you guys too much.
Okay, so here's what I would like to do. Just as a group thing. Alan is traveling with us. He wants to go home. I say we take him home, and then we go to Nahan.
And there's also
opposite directions.
And the Theocracy was just here, running a raid. Let's get the fuck out of here, far away from here where they wouldn't expect us to go.
Yeah, but I'm not going to leave a loose end, as in the gnome.
He's
No, but we're taking boss. We're taking gnome back. Then we go to treasurer.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's a reward for the gnome's safe return.
probably.
I will also say that the gnome has no idea about the scroll, because I had no idea about the scroll until just now.
I told nobody that we have this thing.
I am chaotic neutral, so I'll simply say we can take the gnome back, but I want to see more bug tricks.
Bug tricks?
Leave the gnome alone.
Maybe treasurer give us reward.
You know, if you keep tricks on him, I'll pay you.
The
I'm not
treasurer
gonna
would
play tricks on him. I'm just laughing at the audience.
The treasurer would probably be able to get you better funds than me, though getting to him is going to be hard. You need to be able to interact with him similar to this, but that's going to be hard without connections. You'll have to work that out. My best recommendation is to track down Stan Hannerman.
Okay.
He'll be able to set you up, but I frankly have no idea where he is. He was supposed to make this drop, not you guys.
The last we saw of him was in Burma Ket.
You could start looking for traces of him there, but again, do not let anyone from any country other than the people I've mentioned know that you have that scroll. People are looking for it. People know it exists.
Well, nobody's gonna know I have it.
No, that's the advantage. That's where Hannerman kind of actually had a good idea. No one would expect a bunch of bumblefucks like you to... Excuse me.
We are the bumblefucks. We are the bumblefucks.
Oh gosh.
You know,
Well, I did not mean offense, but I mean...
I just gotta stare him dead. These bumblefucks saved you.
You're not wrong, and I'm very appreciative. I mean, I've never been that close to death. Well, okay, maybe like 5 times, but...
Snurp shrugs.
Oh.
Snurp been called worse.
okay, so do we have a plan? We take the gnome back to the city, then and hopefully find Stan on the way.
I have one more thing to add to this list somewhere. There's a bounty posting for gnolls. It pays relatively well, and we'd also probably be keeping the people of this town safe.
All right, that would be appreciated, actually. I do have the funds to pay for those, and that would be more legitimate.
Okay.
What you think, boss?
That sounds like a plan.
Let's go kill some gnolls. Why not?
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Hold on, I had one more thing I was going to say, but it slipped from my brain for a second.
All right, well, I'm going to make sure that you guys get the funds you want. Just check, there's a tree stump just outside of your inn. Check that tomorrow morning. I'll have the money in there, okay? Don't fucking make a big deal out of it.
Question.
Yeah.
The country's neutral, but are there guard posts set up anywhere where we would need a writ of passage?
No, actually, it turns out that Dastra has been able to maintain pretty open travel. To be honest, Dastra's card in the hat, as the saying goes, is that it plays a politics game like no fucking other, but that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, no, you should not need any papers. And when you go into Reichland, you will need to be a little careful. There's no fucking chance you're getting into Hafan theocracy without some paperwork, though.
Oh, we're not going to the fun theocracy, so
Yeah, fuck that place.
keep turning.
I mean, they have pretty girls, but
Oh,
yeah, fuck that place. Anyway,
much
can I
they
do anything else
charge?
for you guys, or are we good here?
I'm good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Good.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I'll put the money in the dead drop for you tomorrow. Don't fucking forget it, and don't make a big deal.
I'll collect it in the morning.
All right, and I think we'll end there. You guys can each add 50 gold to your inventory,
Nice.
and we'll call that a night.
Okay.
You know,
I like that. Fucking what?
So I think
Hadley, your voices are freaking epic.
you do very good voice acting.
You do.
I give you props.
I really appreciate that because I practice a lot. Not by practice, I mean basically just talk to myself in the car like I'm crazy.
No, that's what I do.
I do that too.
I do that as well.
Each
Like, I like doing
is a
voices.
distinct person.
It's fun. I like doing it. I don't know. I get
Doing
it.
voices is a blast.
Yeah, it's really hard when I have to switch between 2 different people.
The worst
Yeah, I
is
can
when
do
you
that.
have an NPC And a few sessions go by, and then they want to go back to that NPC, and like, fuck, what does he sound like again?
Fucking right. That's why I have stereotypical racial accents.
You fucking what?
And hey, I have the recordings too, so if you ever want to go back.
Athlon, you give me way too much credit for being too detail oriented.
Now, for the fact that you were able to carry on a conversation between two different NPCs at the same time was awesome.
Dude, you should watch Matt Mercer. He has like...
Yeah, he's fucking crazy.
Oh, God. That man gives me such envy of DMs. Like, you should... One of the rules when you start DMing, don't ever try to compare yourself to Matt Mercer, but it's so hard not to, like, just feel bad.
Yeah, when you were doing the Furbolg stuff, I was immediately thinking Pumat Soul.
Dude, that is actually one of my other characters. I'm literally just I appreciate it when people let my cleric do what it needs to do. I love being the Furbolg Canadian. Anyway.
Okay, guys, that was fun.
Just one thing real quick. I think like with our plans going on right now, the time frame kind of changed, and we'd have to inform the gnome that
Oh yeah, that'll be tomorrow. The tomorrow session.
Oh yeah, no, you guys are gonna start. You guys are gonna start tomorrow in the inn, waking up, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, change of plans. We're gonna be doing the Knoll incursion thing first.
We need funds for travel.
I'm sure that Alan will love following you guys around as you try to fight gnolls.
We can have him stay in town.
Do you think we could ask him to hook up some horses?
You really don't want to deal with that chubby person.
You really don't want to deal with him at all.
You guys didn't like Francis?
I like that we found him again. Oh, hey, you guys get back!
We didn't find him again. We just had such a poor sense of direction. We made a circle.
We're pretty well at that. We did get a pitch right finally, though.
That's true. We did.
I gotta say, Ryan, we made a good team. Next time, don't kill the child. Take him hostage.
Oh God, no!
Ryan, I gotta say, dude, that was an interesting choice. You're gonna remember it.
No, we won't.
Gamera will remember.
Well, we will remember it because we put the notes in.
Nothing's going to come of it.
Yeah, nothing will happen, guys.
The dragon fucking killed a kid. It's on our notes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Drug dealing, some espionage, some child murder.
Pretty standard for a D&D session, I think.
Sounds like the plausible deniability group to me.
The worst I did was pick up some nails.
Hey, we just peddled berries that happened to grow in the area. Nothing too fancy.
Our characters are none the wiser to a dead kid.
None of you know. None of you fucking know. This is just going to be something on the Dragonborn soul, even if he has, like, any... I don't know. Would the Dragonborn have any, like, guilt?
Wait a second. Brian, he doesn't even know his kid's dead. We can use this to our advantage. Just act like they are a hostage.
Oh my
God damn it.
Oh, no.
You also don't know if that happens to be their kid. It could just be another random elf kid.
It was just an elven kid. You have no idea.
Oh shit, it was just a random kid.
Yeah.
You don't know.
It was just a fucking grubby, like, little tiny elf child.
Give me your bagpipes. Backhand.
Be a child of a nobleman passing through town.
Elves
Could have just been a random street urchin. Who knows?
Elves are more like nature.
Speculating will not solve anything here.
I do.
No, it just adds to the guilt.
Yeah.
I don't know how much Ryan's guilty as he is giggling.
I'm still fighting. I didn't honestly not expect to kill a child today.
You did fucking, like, how much damage to that kid?
I even warned him before he attacked us, and even if you go non-lethal, there's a chance you just outright kill him.
The kid has, like, 3 health, dude.
Really? After I did all of the attacking.
Ryan, you've claimed the first civilian kill.
Currently, we're at 1 of 7 murder hobos.
Do I have to put up a sign that says days since last civilian kill?
Yes. Currently, we'll be at currently we'll be at 1 on the next day.
There's gonna be a crier the next day, like missing child.
Oh,
We'll see what happens.
oh dear.
Wait a minute. Missing child? Of course, a fundraiser to find the child.
I like the wheels
Oh,
turning.
man.
I really do.
Phelan, you have so much fucking work cut out for you as a
so bad
genuine good character.
I'm trying
I
so
know.
hard and failing miserably.
Mike is neutral good. He just yells at bad guys.
I feel
I
so
feel kind of
bad.
bad. You're like the only good person in the group.
Yeah.
I hope I never cast no alignment because I know I'm in a. I know out of game I must be in a group of evil characters.
You don't know that. You think you're in a group of just random weirdos. So, I mean, it seems fine.
Yeah, I know.
It's interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to pop out, guys. It's been fun. I'll
All
catch
right.
you all next week.
Definitely an interesting one.
Uy, uy,
Oh.
uy.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Blah 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 blah.